Okay, now we're live. Now we're live. If I can find the right thing. Now it shows live. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened there. Technical difficulties.
Yeah, my mom texted me. My mom texted me and she's like, "I'm having trouble seeing the show."
Yeah, I don't know what was going on. Like it weren't showing live on YouTube. Cat Swift solo. No, me and Tim. He was in the back. We were trying to figure it out. Yeah, my mom's the cap healer. She sewed this stitch right in there. Got her straight. Yeah, Molly, I loaded that show up already. John, Cincinnati Picker in the house. Good to see you, bud. Death Pop Picker Mike. Good to see you as well. Yeah, Molly, I got that. I text Eric requesting customer service. Did you text me? Yeah, you did. Oh, man. Quirky Picker Chad, good to see you. Trading Post Pickers, good to see you as well. And Lisa Durr, thank you guys for coming in. I'm glad we can see the comments now. Originally, when we went live, it didn't even show that we were live on YouTube. And then I went over and saw Kat's comment there. But we are live. Getting ready for the busy week.
Yeah.
Already behind on shipping, so there's that.
Yep.
I did not ship anything over the weekend like a crazy man. So we get to have a good time today. Getting caught up.
I'll be shipping all show.
Yeah. I'm right there with you.
I sold a nice assortment of stuff this weekend. So, I've been doing a lot of cards, obviously, as we're transitioning back into... It's weird because it's like I'm transitioning back into normal business, but I'm also having a kid any day now. So,
yeah, nothing will be normal again. Nothing will be normal again after that.
So we're doing a lot of cards, obviously. So today we're going to be shipping out. What do I have? I have 45 card orders from. So let's see. I have 13 card orders on Whatnot. Then I have 20. Then I have 13, 20, 18 orders on Dibdit or District, Dibdit cards and Midwest Box Breaks. And then I have 4 card orders on eBay. So 45 card orders total, however that breaks down. And then I sold tons of lowball offers right now. And I sold a pair of Florsheim shoes.
Oh.
$87.49. I sold a Mexican Naval Academy graduation pin. I sold a golf club. I sold a fishing lure, a glass basket, and a necklace for my mom.
Yeah, that's
So
pretty eclectic mix there. Mexican Naval Academy pin. Like, how does that show?
it's one of those things, man.
Oh man. Yeah, I've still got to ship the Friday night show. I've got about half of that done, but yeah, I did commons again with Cernoch on Friday night. So I'm actually kind of getting in the mix. I'm trying to do a little reset, so I'll be running more auctions along. Let me get back in some of these comments. I think I missed a few. You guys, yeah. Cat Swift thought it was there. Supposed to get hammered with snow tomorrow in the northeastern part of North Carolina. Yeah, that's crazy, right? We went from like 70 degrees back to it's supposed to be like 20s, 30s, 40s. So, LaDonna in the house getting ready to put up a 25 postcard lot. There you go. Cat Swift, my kid turns 40 today. How can I possibly have a 40-year-old kid? Yeah. I have a 30-year-old kid now, and that makes me feel old. But they only come out during high tide. Yeah. Keith, good
That
to see you.
storm, that storm was supposed to come to us. They were like a couple days ago. I've been monitoring the storm, and it was looking like we were going to get like a historic blizzard. And then
Yeah,
that
they're
thing,
calling for today. I mean, tomorrow and Thursday, I think is.
yeah, that thing took a massive turn to the south. So now we're probably not even going to get any snow, which is a good thing because we've had 3 weeks in a row basically where Josie's doctor appointment has been affected by weather. And I was like, I really don't want Josie to go into labor and there be 16 inches of snow outside.
Dude, my wife almost had our first one in the ambulance with me behind her in the car. Um, yeah. So 14 degrees with wind chill, where Walter's at in Massachusetts. Leroy is in the chat. Good to see you, Leroy. I tried to call you earlier. I didn't know if you were back in town on your way back, still in the northern.
Yeah, I'm having Leroy withdrawals.
And hey, Real Squirrel, good to see you. Wiggle Room 9. Simply Shenanigans in the house. Cheryl and I are doing a live tomorrow on Vamp at 10:30. But it will be my first on District, so stay tuned for the Hot Mess Express. There you go.
Who's that?
LaDonna.
Nice, LaDonna.
Yeah, LaDonna, tag us on Instagram or something. Tag RIN. We'll push your stuff out if you do a story or whatever.
Once you pop, you never stop, LaDonna.
Me and Otts are actually doing a show on One Stop tonight at
I
6.
saw that.
Yeah, we Otts did a little. He said honestly, he goes, I was going on One Stop to prepare myself, like to get back into live selling. He's like, I really didn't think anybody would show up, and he did pretty well the other night. Sold some cool stuff too. I tried to get a couple T-shirts, but you know me, I'm cheap. I couldn't get it so high, and then I was like,
This is the year. This is the year of the district.
yeah, it's growing, man. I looked at auctions today. It's slam full. You're on later tonight too, huh? With somebody breaking or something? Is that tonight or tomorrow?
Oh, I'm doing a interview. My buddies in the card culture marketplace, they do like a podcast on district, like at nighttime before they start doing card breaks every Tuesday. So they reached out and asked me if I want to be a guest, and I was like, yeah. So I'll be doing that. Yesterday, Kevin and I did a little live on Dipdick Cards, little Q&A session,
Nice.
which went well. Rod's doing one right now, coffee and cards on Dipdick Cards.
Yeah, I think I'd seen some people that were going live at 10. I think Deathpile's going live at 10 too.
Yeah, he's doing coffee and commons.
Gotcha. Supposed to get. Dude, I wonder if there's a way to stream from here to our district. That'd be an interesting concept.
I don't think so, but I remember we were talking about trying that. We wanted to be able to do that.
Yeah, that would be an interesting concept for sure.
I mean, you could do it from YouTube. I mean, from district to YouTube, but
Yeah, the only problem there is you could only have two people on, which would
yeah.
be difficult.
Have you talked to Cernoch this morning?
He texted me earlier and said that he had to take the kids to school, so he's got a little late. Kobe said minus 16 last week. Yo, was out of state for a church conference. Missed you guys. Wes said it's supposed to get 8 inches of snow in south central Kansas. Walter can picture Tim's face freezing cold, Josie giving him the stink eye, and my Duke's glowing over her grandbaby. Like, yeah.
I've been having dreams of Josie yelling at me during labor for the last week.
17 in Rhode Island just stopped by at Mom's for breakfast. I got you, Leroy. 3 reseller clearance monthlies on YouTube starting March 6th. Fast-paced clearance. It's going to get busy. Yeah. The one thing about live selling I tell everybody is, man, you got to begin to love to ship because you do a lot of shipping if you're live selling because things sell so fast. Like it's not like, trickle. Diane Matthews, good to see you. Wes came across a private run estate sale last weekend. Huge score for flipping new at tags clothes, new in box shoes, knives, tools, and collectibles. Spent $125. Probably gonna get close to $1,000 on what I saw. That's awesome, bro. Awesome. I live in the day after tomorrow, day 5, with blizzard-like conditions. Oh gosh. Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, this week I'm actually running 3 live sales. So the first will be tonight on our one-stop shop. Wednesday, golf clubs. We're running golf clubs all day on, not all day, all afternoon on Dibdit Sports Supply. And then
When
Friday
are you
night.
doing that?
Yeah. I'm at 4
What day?
tomorrow.
Oh man, I wish I would have known. I would have jumped in with that.
Steve right now is 6, but I'm running behind Dave. Dave's at Kevin's at 250. Dave's at 3. I'm at 4, and then Kevin again at 5, and Steve at 6. I actually ordered boxes, like a load of boxes. So I probably have 300 plus golf clubs that I'm trying to sell through. So yeah, I'm not gonna get through them tomorrow, obviously, but yeah. So we'll probably be running some more on the sports marketplace here very soon. I just texted the guys the other day. I was like, "Look, man, I've probably got 100 clubs that ain't even listed. So let's go." I've done YouTube sales before. They were a breeze. District will be new. Once you get the hang of district, it's super easy. Like once you get the hang of it, the shipping side of it, and not have to, like, I've done YouTube auctions a long time ago. Man, having to invoice people on paper. I know Tim knows all too well because he
Oh
used
yeah.
to do that show all the time. Invoicing, the back and forth, the PayPal, figuring out shipping, having to rigor all that stuff up. Man, it's so easy with District to just go in and it combines everything together. You can take it apart if you need to. Like, yeah, it's pretty easy.
Yeah, and LaDonna, don't forget if you have any questions when you get to that part, like shipping and all that stuff, you can always reach out to one of us for some help.
Deathpile says he's selling some individual clubs and sets with Kevin as well. So Cat says, Tim, warning, hand holding during labor can be damaging. For our first, I messed up his hand for baseball for a couple weeks. Next kid, he learned, he switched hand. uh,
So I'm going to be wearing the GoPro during the labor. And, you know, Josie's always, because I'm always telling Josie, I'm like, damn, I messed up recording, like if I'm out picking or at a card show. Because sometimes I come back and I start looking at the footage and I'm like, oh my God, I was pressing record when I thought I was pressing stop record. And it will mess up the whole, like, link of footage because every time I thought I was pressing the record, I was stopping the record. And Josie was like,
yeah.
"You better be record. You better not mess up recording on this one." I'm like, "All right, all right."
Okay, I just posted the
So
lot
that'll be
depending
fun.
on.
You're a real YouTube content reseller if you wear a GoPro during your wife's pregnancy.
Hmm.
That's when you really know.
So Donna, I'm gonna drop your link in chat right now. LaDonna just put up on District a 25 postcard lot, all antique postcards. Mostly from scenic Pennsylvania, Kansas, and California. So we'll put it right here.
Yeah,
Just
gotten a
don't
lot
look
of good
it
advice.
up. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say I stayed topside for all that. Like I was up by the head. Hey Tanya, good to see you.
They showed us that when we were in high school, freshmen in high school.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I definitely don't want to be doing that right now at 15 years old.
Yeah, man. When I was in school, we had to take home ec. It was like scare tactics, right?
Oh, yeah.
Don't drink and drive. You could get ran over by a train, like stuff like that. They showed video of that. I was like, yeah. They also showed us like every kind of venereal disease in the worst case scenario.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was like, yeah. Stuff falling off, man. Like you can't. Hey, my dude says, Tim, are you high? Wearing a GoPro during labor question mark. That may turn into the lost footage, my dudes. Josie may rethink that thing after the fact.
Well, it's not like I'm going to edit it and turn it into a YouTube video.
Oh man.
I wonder if anybody's live streamed a
Delivery?
pregnancy before delivery. Yeah.
I'm sure they have, but not. Yeah, probably some kind of back alley stuff going on there.
Chad, was that because of the hospital or because of your wife? The one thing I hate about Monday holidays is having to ship on Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm with you on that front. I mean, if I'd have been thinking, I'd have put some out on Saturday, but I just didn't get a chance to mess with that too much. Gosh. Uh, wasn't allowed to bring a video.
Hospital.
Oh, I gotcha. LaDonna says, "Are you going to premiere it members only?"
Yeah, right. That'll be worth the subscription.
Tim will go live from in there. District. Auction off hospital paraphernalia. Hey, when they do the fingerprint footprint stuff, he's just like, "Hey, I'm gonna need some more copies of that, guys. Hey, we're gonna need some
Yeah.
more."
This kid's gonna be something special. Can you imagine if they had like Mickey Mantle's,
Yeah,
birth fingerprints?
yeah. Hey, Walter says, I'll make a donation to Tim's concussion recovery if he live streams." Oh man. Cat says, "Listen to all the women in the chat. We know." That's weird. Ladonna said that Evie set up a mirror so she could see the birth. That's kind of wild.
Per her request?
I don't know. They'll give you all sorts of freebies. Definitely resellable.
Oh, I've seen like a lot of people say make sure you take everything they give you at the hospital home.
Yeah, because you paid for it. You're
Yeah.
paying for it. Donna says, "Yep, strip that room. I'm gonna be taking these sheets. I'm gonna be taking these. Hey, this mattress pad. I'm taking that thing with me.
I mean, listen, you ain't gotta tell me twice. You already know.
Mm. Let's see.
Oh, that's smart. That's a smart one, Cat. Bring the nurses donuts. Got all our bags packed.
Somebody
Ready
had
to
asked
go.
about your how much longer you got left.
The due date is 10 days from today.
Mm. Oh crap. Yeah. Yeah.
Man down.
That was all those shot glasses I sold to Kevin. Hopefully they're all coming back. Let's see here. Hey, how's Cat Sue in the building? Sue says she has a personalized M.A. Hadley ashtray. Should I auction it?
What is it personalized? Like somebody's name is on it, or? I love finding M.A. Hadley stuff. Some of it can be very valuable, but even the pieces that aren't necessarily like crazy money, it's very popular. It generally sells very fast.
Hmm. Hey, Jimmy in the house. Good to see you.
Jimmy! It's so funny. So funny. You want to know how funny that is? I'm literally getting ready to pack an order to a guy named Jimmy. Where's Jimmy? I don't see Jimmy. Oh, there he is. Jimmy, I hope I did you proud on Reseller Leftovers. I can't wait to hear all about ice fishing. I'm actually, I'm actually really anxious to hear all about ice fishing. With names and dated. Hey, Walter, you're the man.
Hey, look at that. Cernochs brother got a membership. Mary McQueen, amateur reseller, junk trader. Phil Five Dime, Diane Van, 4TP, Cheryl Bejan, Jim, Miss All Right With Me, Steph sells stuff by the sea. Gotcha. Nice.
Thank you, Walter.
Appreciate you. Oh, man.
Oh, come on. No way, Jimmy. I'm going to make sure to leave a comment about how disappointed I am that Mike would not allow ice fishing conversation.
No ice fishing. Minus 12 here this morning. Yikes. That don't sound fun at all.
Have you ever been ice fishing, Eric?
No. No, my brother has. He lives up there in the frozen tundra.
Yeah, that's why I was asking.
Yeah, nah. I've not been up there in the wintertime like that. Yeah, them dudes got like the full setup, like little cabins and stuff out there on the lake.
That's what Jimmy was doing. That's Jimmy stayed out on the ice.
Sleeping out
I
there?
saw one picture he posted on his Instagram. It was absolutely beautiful.
Huh. Let me see something here. Sue said she went ice fishing as a kid, fell in and had to go home.
Oh my gosh.
Fell in once and had to walk home. Yo.
they made you walk home.
That does not sound fun at all. All right, no pressure, Jimmy. I just sent you a link so you can come in and tell Tim about the ice fishing. No pressure though. Like we can scoop the exclusive from your own podcast. Anybody besides Sue ever did a polar plunge? I did a polar plunge, but it wasn't really on purpose. The water was a lot colder than I expected it to be. We were camping in the mountains and they had a pool, right? And it's like fall of the year, like not super cold yet, still kind of warm. Dude, I jumped in that pool and apparently that was mountain stream fed pool. Yeah. Let's just say you turn into Blue Boy real quick. One of those things.
Oh my gosh.
My daughter did the polar plunge. I was smart in film. Dude, my daughter, my youngest, like, I mean, I have beach babies. Like, they love the little beach, the water. She really loves the water. Man, she used to go every morning and do that in the wintertime on the beach, like, go in the water, come out. She's like, it's refreshing. That's before people were talking about doing that. You know, there's people that turn like deep freezes into like those cold bath stuff. Right. I've tried that in the shower, just turning the shower on cold. No, sir. It might have some health benefits. It's because you're shivering to death. Like, yeah, you probably are getting some kind of stimulant going on because you're freezing yourself.
Yeah, well, when I was back when I was in my drinking days, I used to have to take cold showers in the morning before I had to like go like do responsible things like work. It was the only way.
Yeah, I mean, I know guys who do that stuff, man. They have like they've rigged up a deep freeze. They go out there and they do like 10, 15 minutes. No, sir. Dude, I can't find my cleaning rag. I thought that was it, but it was a sweater. Oh, there he is.
What is this thing, old new broadcasting service you're using?
Hey, that's because StreamYard went up to $115.
What?
Hey, there's a button down at the bottom left where you can
Yeah.
take the echo out, where it says "Listen off stage feeds."
Whoa. There's an echo right now.
Now you're good now. Well, maybe still.
No, I found it.
Are you on YouTube?
No, I'm not on YouTube. Is that better?
Yeah, you're good.
All right, I found it. Yeah, this is all new to me right here.
Yeah, it's called EV Mux.
Evie, can you record and then upload later
Yeah,
on here?
yeah.
I need to look at that.
Only like 6 hours though, but it's only like for their premiere package, it's like $50. So
For Mike's ego, we might need more hours. My ego. We're talking about my ego here. I have to blame somebody else though.
my previous was like 50 hours on the other, but like I said, they raised the price so much on StreamYard. I'm like,
I know. That's why I gotta look. I should look into it because we're making big bucks over there at Reseller Leftovers. But
Did I do you proud, Jimmy, on my guest appearance?
you guys, man, and those numbers are amazing over there. I come back, I'm like, do they really need me? No, I'm joking.
Well, they need you. They need you.
No, you guys did great. Yeah, it was good listening while I was riding on a train for 12 hours.
How was the train ride?
It's different. It's not terrible, but it's different. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, 5 hour layover in Chicago when it was pouring rain out, so I couldn't go. I mean, it was like torrential rains where you can't go out into, and you got your bags with you. So I had to sit there in a train station in Chicago for 5 hours.
yeah,
Oh, you were here at the train station. So yesterday, Josie and I went to drop her dad off at the airport. So where I live, you have three airports. You have National, which
Uh-huh.
got renamed to Reagan, but nobody calls it Reagan. Everybody calls it National. And so that's in DC. That's like 15 minutes from me. Then there's one, the BWI, which is in Baltimore, which isn't that bad to get to. It's like, a 30-minute drive maybe. And then you have Dulles, which is the worst of all the airports. It's in Virginia, and it is an
The worst.
absolute pain in the ass to get to.
Yeah.
And so I had to take him there. Yesterday was a holiday, so it was a little bit easier, but still like an hour drive. So we drop him off at the airport. He's going to Ghana to go visit his mom and his sister. It's his sister's birthday. So the family chipped in and bought him a ticket to go to Ghana for all the work he's been doing at everybody's houses and stuff like the shed. So so he's in Ghana right now. And so on the way back, Josie's like, I really have a craving for Raising Cane's. And I'm like, okay, I guess we're going to Raising Cane's. So like I'm like looking to see like what's the closest one, like without making us go off into a crazy, adding 30 minutes to our trip home.
Yep.
So the closest one is back home in DC, and I put in the address. We go, and as we were starting to get closer, I realized the Raising Cane's is inside Union Station, which is like the
I've done that with
craziest
Chick-fil-A
train station.
before, man.
Yeah, the craziest train station. So like Josie and I are the only people at the train station like that are at the train station to eat, not like traveling. It's like 55 people in line at Raising Cane's to get chicken before they get on their train.
I wonder how that. I mean,
So
Chicago's Union Station is pretty wild. That was a wild
yeah.
time.
So yeah, it was planes, trains, and automobiles for me yesterday.
Yeah.
So the ice
I
fishing.
I was eating Chick-fil-A during rush hour, and so there's like you said, I had to wait in line, but I had 5 hours, so it was all good.
Yeah,
How
I've
was,
done that with Chick-fil-A. Like I was like, man, where's the nearest Chick-fil-A? And they take me someplace. Then I realized that's a college campus cafeteria. Like, come on, dude. I guess they're not getting Chick-fil-A today.
I gotta show the picture of the 3 nights on that ice, and this is where I stayed. Wait, yeah, where's this picture at? This was my home away from home.
Jeez, man.
Right there. It's 3 nights I stayed in that little. I mean, it's decent size.
so that thing hooks up and they drive it off like when at a certain
Yep.
time of the year.
No,
Where
I
was
mean,
that at?
that's up in Red Lake, Minnesota.
Okay. Yeah.
This is on the ice, so like it's a huge lake. Red Lake it's the biggest lake in Minnesota that's not a Great Lake, so it's a huge lake, and so like that's the sunrise.
Yeah, that's the picture I saw. I was
Sunrise.
like, man, that's beautiful.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. Like it was. I think one day it got to 14, so I mean it got warm out there, I guess. But we had the one night. It got wind chill was minus 31 or something like that, and the generator went out. Oh my gosh, panic! Yeah, the wind and the cold into the air into the intake of the generator like shut it down, and so we had to get out there and get the backup generator going in minus 31 wind chill. Like you're just like trying to get this generator started. It was an adventure. It's an adventure, is what it is.
Let me ask you this. So what brought on the ice fishing? Like where did that come from? That you're just
Like Sonia's dad, that's her dad. He's a big time hunting, fishing, outdoorsman, right? And he does, that's what he does for fun. He's retired, that's what he does. And he recently lost his family members that he went with every year. Like in 1 year he had his 2 closest family members that he went with every year, he lost them. So I was like, I gotta be the guy. I gotta go out there and experience this and be, fill in, and hang out with him. And so went out there and just hung out with her dad. Like her dad it's not the typical in-laws. Like her dad is the coolest guy in the world. Love him to death. So like it was a no-brainer for me. Like I'm going.
nice.
So yeah, it was an adventure. It was an experience. I wanted to experience something like that. I'd never done anything. Yeah, the ice was at least 2 feet, thick, and that lake is weird because it's not deep. Like the center of that lake is less than 20 feet deep. We were in 9-foot deep water, and we were way out there. So like Red Lake is not a deep lake at all.
So did
what kind
you
of
bring one of
fish?
those fur hats with the ear flaps?
Actually, I didn't.
What kind of fishes are in the lake?
We caught walleye, mainly walleye. And then we caught a huge northern pike. Those things are huge.
Walleye?
Yeah. We caught like 7 walleye. It was a little bit, he said it was a little bit slower than normal out there. But still, 7 good sized walleye. Let me see. I don't know if I have a picture of.
Did you eat any while you were out there at the cabin? Like,
No, we came back to his house and had a fish fry afterwards. 2 days of fish fry, actually. Let me see. I got a picture.
And you eat them.
Here's me with my goofy hair and one of the walleyes I caught right there.
Oh yeah, that's pretty decent.
Why am I making that face? That's all. That's a good picture, huh?
Yeah, you're happy.
That's probably day 3.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
that's
good.
cool. Like I said, my brother's been out there because his in-laws had a cabin at the lake, and then some of the people he knows up there because he lives in Hutchinson, like So they go up to the northern part to.
If I couldn't feel any worse about myself, here we go. There's me in shorts and long johns
Hey,
fishing. I didn't feel so bad about myself till now.
shorts and long johns. That's a good combo,
Yeah.
man. I don't know.
You see these reels up here though, up hanging up here.
Yeah.
That's a reel right there. That's for when you're sleeping. You're still fishing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it has like a little when it spins, it goes.
Yeah.
So did you wake up in the middle of the night
Yeah,
and catch
3
it?
in the morning, fish are on, and I'm like, her dad had it in the shack and already off the hook by the time I woke up. I was like, nobody told me I'm gonna be fishing at 3 in the morning.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah.
It was interesting. I mean, it's that trailer's it's got a nice heater. It's decently warm in there, but man, at night when you're trying to sleep, I mean, I'm full geared and sleeping bag, and still got to chill. So it was interesting. It was fun though. I mean, I had a blast. I'll go again. Well, I'll go again. I might go next winter. I'll probably go again.
So my internet conked out. So the fish that you catch, do you eat them all?
Yeah, we ate all the walleye. We didn't eat the pike. Somebody wanted it, so because he's got it's kind of like a little community out there, but he's got an outfitter that's on the ice all winter. Like that's his job. Like he's out there all winter, and so like he just calls this guy, hey, I'm on my way out, and the guy goes and plows a spot on the ice for him because it's all covered with snow. Plows him a driveway and a spot on the ice, and then he drops his trailer right there. And so we need anything, the outfitter's right there. He can help us out, and he's got other people out there too that he's taking care of. Mike, yeah, we already talked about you, Mike, and how you wouldn't let me talk about this on the podcast. So I got to talk about it on here, Mike. This is your fault. But I'm sorry, boss. He's the boss. You gotta remember that Mike's the boss. So, no, so that's the guy. He was like, if you catch any northerns, send them my way. So we caught one and we sent. So we did not eat the northern. We ate all the walleyes. We took them home. 2 nights of fish fries, fish and chips. I can only eat it. I can't eat it like with butter and lemon. I don't like that. So I was like,
you don't like it baked. You gotta have it fried.
Yeah, I gotta have it fried and with some tartar sauce.
So did you fry it there on the lake?
No, we took it back to his house and had fish fries.
How far is it from the spot?
About an hour.
So then you guys drove there, ate, and then drove back?
No, I stayed a couple nights at his house afterwards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was there for a while. We hung out at his house for like 3 days after. Just because I was like, man, because the train ride was 20 hours. It was 12 from my area to Chicago was 5 hours. So that's not quite 20 hours. And then from Chicago to the rest of the way in Minnesota was 12 hours. So 17 hours. I lost track of the time because of the layovers. Yeah, so it was I was like,
So
I don't
what
want
else
to get back on the
is there like
train.
is there a place to cook like when you're there?
Yeah, we had an oven and a microwave. So I mean, we had microwave. What was the? We mainly baked oven pizzas. Stuff like that. Some oven enchiladas.
So this is my question though. The question I think that everybody really wants to know.
Yeah.
Do you poop in the lake?
Oh boy, you had to ask it, didn't you?
I mean, listen. Everybody wants to know, but I'm the one that has to answer. So, do you?
For starters, you pee out. You pee outside, so that's an adventure alone. Like when it's gusting 30 mile per hour, when you got to be aiming the right way. And
does it like insta freeze? Like, aren't you worried that like you're gonna get like this?
I mean, you are worried. It does not, though. It does not.
A pea sickle?
Yeah, you don't want a pea sickle.
No, that was the most adventurous part. The question on pooping is I got lucky. So there is a base camp on land, but that's still a drive. Like you have to drive back in. My system was like shut down the whole time. So I was thankful for that. And I only had to go one time, and that's when we were going to clean fish. So it worked out perfectly. While we were on land cleaning fish, took care of my business, and we went back.
I was like, this is it. This is my opportunity. Time to go.
Yes, my body said, get it out while we're here. I am, because that's a tough one. Like, that was my biggest question going. You're 100%. I was like, what do we do in an emergency? Well, I'll tell you what happens in an emergency, because he had one, and let's just say it's not pleasant. There's a bucket in a closet with a bag in it, and that's fine.
I was gonna tell you that. Like that's the camp stool.
When,
like
when you're standing outside in minus 20-degree weather to evade the smell, you know it's bad. So yeah, that's how that goes. I mean, you got the dude wipes in the bucket in there, so that poop cubes. You don't want to mistake that for a fudsicle.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was my biggest concern going out there. 100%. I was like, we gotta have a situation set up for that.
Yeah, what's the situation room? Do you have it? Say, can you just put a little outhouse out there as well? Like,
If I was a regular, I would make myself something to go out there and
yeah.
if I needed to.
Some of them places, man, they do like the tent, like they have the poop tent that you.
Hey, I'm all for it.
So.
But yeah, so I knew that was the question that was coming. I mean, Tim was right. That's probably why Mike wouldn't let me talk about it on the podcast, because
that would be shocking if Mike didn't go for the risque.
I mean, you know, I was surprised too, but he shut it down, and he's got to answer the questions why he shut it down, not me. No, it was
Well, I'm glad
it was
we got
fun.
the opportunity, because I have been patiently waiting to hear about ice fishing. I saw that picture that you posted on Instagram. I was like, man, that looks absolutely beautiful.
I got that video. I don't know how well that would show on here, but that video is really cool too. Where that was when it was really windy. Let me find that video.
I mean, it's just one of those things that like you just don't get an opportunity to do all the time,
Right.
you know?
And I mean, my brother, I texted this video to my brother, and he said, if someone told me that was the Arctic, I'd believe it. Let's see if I can. Look at that wind. Right on that. That was super windy right there, just moving that ice or the snow on top of it.
Look at that.
Yeah, that was wild.
That's so crazy. I mean, the guys that live up in those areas, like they talk about coming, like, especially like Great Lakes area, how they'll have like basically like almost like an icicle pushing across, like the snow drift comes across, and literally it'll like knock down buildings and stuff. Like,
yeah. You know what's crazy is when you're first driving onto the ice. I forget what he called it. Maybe someone in the chat knows. But like a damming, the ice damming or something like that, where all along the shore,
yeah,
like the ice is just like crashed into each other and like just piled up like into these like teepee looking, like it's just crazy. It's like they have to make bridges to go over it because it's just completely crashed up, and it's crazy. Like it looks like earth moved, like an earthquake happening.
Yeah.
So I didn't, pressure ridges. There you go. Yeah, that was crazy. Like some of them, because this, like, that much ice, some of those ridges, they were high, man. Like they were like 12, 15 feet high. It was crazy.
So did you do vacation mode or extended shipping?
We did talk about that on the podcast.
Okay, I'll save that for the podcast then.
Super thankful to my wife Sonia. She did not go. She stayed here. And
she didn't go. You went by yourself.
Yeah, it was just me. Yep.
Okay.
So she stayed here and shipped everything that sold while I was gone, because she's experienced at doing it. It was her. I gave her the option. She's like, "No way, I'm not losing out on that money. I'll ship everything." So she shipped. So the store stayed open the whole time I was gone. She shipped everything. So, and I had some really good sales. So it was actually really. Did Tim freeze? He froze again. Had some really good sales wells out there, so I was super thankful to her for doing that because it actually ended up being a really good. I was gone because of the train rides. I was gone for like 10 days. Yeah, my system was like,
Oh,
yep, I don't know if I can do that.
man. I'm not going to read the other one. I'm not going to put that up. But he left another one for you down there.
100%. 100%.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so that I was very I mean while I was gone I sold a poster for $750.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a original Jaws movie poster. Pretty wild. I did bring her back a really nice thank you gift. I deposited all that money into her account.
There you go. There you go. That's funny.
What do we see?
Macari shipping. Y'all see the new? Tim probably knows about this.
Nobody saw Whatnot added a 1% to their shipping or something like that.
Y'all see the new Macari shipping? Did I read it correctly? That now over 1 pound to 20 goes USPS instead of UPS. No longer have to go to 2 places for shipping. I usually limited Macari to under 1 pound. Gotcha. I haven't sold anything on Macari in 3 years. So.
Yeah, me either.
I couldn't really tell you anything about it. I really think I've only sold 2 things on Macari ever, to be honest.
I think me and you are in this exact same boat, Eric. Like I haven't sold on there in a long time, and the last time I did, I only sold a couple things. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even cross list to those guys anymore.
Yeah, actually, pretty much. I'm looking in. That's something we talked about. I'm looking into getting in these live sales that everybody's doing, live auctions. I need an iPhone. I need an iPhone. I've been pricing them. That's.
And you can get an older one.
Yeah, I've been pricing the older ones.
Yeah.
I need to look locally and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I really would like to try to get on Dibdit and start. I have some stuff I could definitely easily run on there and probably do pretty well with. I've been looking doing it. I can do it from my phone, but man, like it's so vague and limited on an Android that I wouldn't even know if I know what I'm doing.
What about tablet? Have you looked at that? iPad?
That's actually someone mentioned I should look into getting an Apple. You can do it right on an Apple tablet too, right?
Yeah.
That's probably my best bet. I used to have one, and I sold it. That was before District though.
Yeah. Yeah, this week I'm actually doing 3 shows, 3 different markets. So tonight me and Otts are running one on ours on One Stop Shop.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow I'm running on Dibdit Sports. Golf clubs, and then Friday me and Cernoch this will be week number 3 for me, but he's done it. This will be week number 4 for him. Running on Commons.
Yeah, he's doing like those wholesale price lots, right? I saw it was like something wholesale. I saw him on.
Yeah, resell lots. Yep. So, because as you know, we have a little bit of inventory, a little bit. Cernoch's got far more than I do, but
yeah, I need to go visit him, man. I should go do that.
But the cool thing now is being able to do the. I just sent you pics of the extra iPhone I have. That's what Mike said. Yeah, the cool thing now is being able to co-stream. Like we actually did really well doing that together. Like, because it gives you a chance to. Like for me, it kind of gives you a chance to reload yourself. You know.
Yeah, that's because because you
You're
can't do
not
that
filling
then.
all that dead air by yourself either. Like when
Yeah.
you're trying to manage the auction and talk and do all that, it's a little tougher. But when you're doing it with someone else, it makes it where you can kind of back and forth a little bit.
Yeah, and I have obviously helping each other out. Yeah, I mean with bringing your people over.
And like we both, yeah, because everybody gets notified when you go live.
Yep.
So both your people get notified.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to learn how to navigate it. I've never done a live on.
Last week, the only problem I had is I kept, I don't know why, because I was doing fine with this before, but last week I kept flipping the camera the wrong way. Because like used to, I would just keep the camera pointed one direction, and then I wouldn't worry about it.
Right.
And I kept like I have the camera like shooting up my nose, and I'm trying to tell. But yeah, it was good. Kevin actually came in the voice of God mode. And it's like, hey, turn your camera around like twice. So yeah, Keith's been doing a lot of auctions lately. Like he said, gives
I
you a
get
chance.
all the notifications, and I'm like, oh, I need to get in on. I need to get over there. I get because I get an email notification every time someone goes on there, and I'm like, man, everybody's on there, and everybody's got an iPhone or some kind of Apple product other than me.
Yeah.
And then I go in on my browser, and I'm not logged in every time I go. Like when I follow the link, I'm not there. I always have to send them code to log in. So a lot of times I'm just there lurking because I'm not logged in, and I can't chat unless I log in. So I'll watch because I just don't feel like logging in while I'm.
Yeah, I think it's cool because you get to see. Like for me, it's interesting too. Like from an entire reselling perspective, right? Like, so you get to see what other people have picked, which is cool to me. Like just to see, like I've been in some other shows where I'm looking and I'm like, man, look at that! Like I've not seen anything like that before, or it's something that they look. And honestly, man, like sometimes I'm screenshotting, like looking it up, like, hey, are these things really worth like pretty good? Yeah.
Well, like for me, I was recently editing one of my videos, and I came across the box full of decent vintage plush, like nothing great, just a bunch
Right.
of decent vintage plush, and it was a quarter piece for the plush. And back in the day, I would have bought them all, and now I don't buy them all. I just picked out the ones that I think were worth $15 or more. But
Right.
had I had a platform where I could move them for $2 a piece, I would have bought the whole box. If I had that
Yeah.
set up and I had that established. I know the platform exists. I just don't have it established because I've tried doing stuff like that before and not done well.
I think now, I mean, it's getting like, honestly, even like, so last night he popped live and like no notification, no anything. Like I just got the notification that someone was live on One Stop, and I went over there and I was like, man, like last night, night before, one of them, and I was like, yeah, he did pretty well. And really, I mean, there was only like 10, 12, 15 people, but he did really well because there was buyers there. Like, I mean, in the past, when we first started doing this, just straight up, most of the buyers were resellers, and that still is the case to a degree. But like, there's more people that are in that are looking for specific things that are buyers.
Yeah.
So,
I think because I go to the bins a lot and I talk about district a lot, and that's the thing. Like that's where I know they still have a lot of work to do to get their platform out there, because everybody there knows what Whatnot is, but when I start talking to them about district, they have no idea what I'm talking about. So to me, that's kind of like
a reminder.
that tells me there's still a lot of work to do to get those.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's like you think like this thing's only district's only been in existence for 3 years.
Right.
Like, it's like, I mean, from the beginning, which basically the first year and change was cards. That's it. Like, they're selling cards, and then they moved into that. But yeah, it's.
I need to go down there and talk to all them because, with the new clothing one, that the threads one that's all popping up over there. They would definitely be interested in that.
Well, that's your boy.
Huh?
That's your boy, Mike. Mike's in on the threads.
Yeah. I gotta be careful. We're one stop shop over here. I forgot. I gotta be careful.
We cross pollinate. You know how it is.
Yeah,
We innovate, then we share the love around.
It's all learn. I'm still like, yeah. Again, I don't. I've failed pretty miserably at online live auctions. I didn't do well when I tried it, and it's more me than anything. So when I go back to trying to do it, it's all gonna be new to me. I'm like, I don't like the whole like labeling stuff, and like I never did that. I always did preload and had all the titles. All
Now it's interesting because you can duplicate a listing. So if you're running like a long live, you can just duplicate a listing and bring it in. So you don't have to preload a bunch of stuff if you don't want to. I mean, obviously there are benefits to preloading because sometimes I would say if it's a more popular item, preloading would be the way to go because you can get pre-bids now on items. So honestly, like if it's more valuable stuff, if you preload it in and you get pre-bids, then you automatically know, hey, I'm going to go ahead and run this because I've already got some bids in on it. Like versus,
right.
And I mean, honestly, for me, the platform's changed a little bit. Like, remember, we all felt the pressure or whatnot. Like, hey, go in at dollar starts. That's the only way you're going to get people. Like now, you don't see as much of that. Now you see guys starting at at least $3-5, like somewhere around that.
Right.
If it's decent stuff. So
I gotta learn the shipping thing too, because I like the shipping thing over there too.
the shipping thing has some advantages. One, you don't pay fees on shipping, which you do on Whatnot. So that's a huge, but also being able to separate, and you can ship through UPS, like you can add it yourself. You can use Pirate Ship and go through that way if you want to.
Yeah.
So
I'll be figuring all that out. Yeah. I'm gonna start. I guess I'll start looking for a tablet too. See if I can find something.
Mike said he sent you.
Yeah. How do you? Again, this is all stuff I'm not that technically savvy. It's locked. I got to figure out how to unlock it.
Oh, if it's locked, I know you can do Wi-Fi. $10 back.
Yeah. That's all I'm going to use it for is Wi-Fi. I'm not gonna.
Hello?
I'm definitely not hooking it up to a carrier. I'm just using it for Wi-Fi.
Tim. Bueller.
Oh yeah, Tim's in his shed now, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's fancy.
Yeah, the iPad is easier from that sense. But I mean, obviously, you need an iPad holder,
right?
So that would make it easier.
Sonia, I just got in a bunch of trouble.
Hey, hold on a second.
All right,
I gotta step out for a second.
All right, well, I gotta hold down the fort. Yeah, that was a joke. I'm sorry, Sonia. I would never. Uh-oh. Oh, dang it. And my dog's in the bathroom. I hear him in the bathroom. My little Frenchie's tearing up the bathroom upstairs. I just gotta call. Oh, shoot. I'm not gonna leave, I promise. Answer phone. Hello? Get me in the bathroom. He's tearing up the bathroom. Yeah, our Frenchie, if we leave one of the bathroom doors open, he gets the toilet paper, and then we have a big toilet paper mess. What do you want me to sing? Watch while get a picture frame holder. Perform. I'm not. You guys put me on the spot here. What fishing? We talked about that a little bit. Fishing was great. Fishing was an experience. Caught like 7 walleyes, some decent sized ones. It was fun. It was a good time. The train ride is. I didn't talk a lot about Chicago. Chicago was fine, except man, so it was torrential downpours in Chicago while I was waiting there for 5 hours in Union Station, and all the locals were trying to escape the rain that day, and so there was a lot of local traffic. um, and so the police were in heavy force. So it was just an interesting thing to watch. It was just really interesting to watch how all that happening in front of you. People getting ran out of there, and then they'd come back in, and they get ran out of there, and then they'd come back. Yeah, so that was an interesting experience, to say the least. And so I was just like, give me some popcorn, and I'm just gonna watch this go down over and over again. Yeah, the train was good. I'll do it. The train was good because I was able to fall asleep a couple times, take some naps, and you can get up and walk around. You don't have to, and they have an observation car where you can walk in and you can sit in different style chairs, and it's all glass up above you and stuff, so you can see everything. And like there was guys in there playing cards at the table in this observation room, like they're playing poker. So like there's things if you especially if you're not by yourself, there's things you can get up and do to pass the time. Yeah, Walter, 100%. Hey, I told you that one time at the bins, I found a bunch of Playmobil all in the box still. Like they weren't new, but they had all the boxes. I sold all of them already too. Yeah, Playmobil is good. Huh? Ohio.
That's like Brad and them's bread and butter, man. That's mainly what they sell.
Yeah, I talked to. I think I might have one set. Yeah, I need to go. I gotta start. So we were talking. Oh, someone asked about my death pile. I'm sorry, I saw that question earlier, right when I popped in. About done with my death pile. I have some straggler stuff that's not fun to list at all, and I have a bunch of hats that I need to restore. But I'm about done with my death pile, so I need to start going back to the bins. I do have I could spend days. Look at these. I got so many bags of vintage weapons for action figures. Like I probably have 1,000 listings I could do of just vintage weapons. Everywhere I have these bags.
So have you been saving them to see if you can find the figures for them or what?
Yeah, I've been saving them to, one day I got this thing full of them. I've been saving them in case in case I run out of inventory. These are money. Like these are old these are all 80s Transformer weapons right here. Like that's money.
Oh, wow.
And they've been sitting here for years. I guess I could put them on as a lot and get a lot of money for them. But yeah, I just got stuff everywhere like that. I need to go through. That's my emergency inventory. They got that Facebook group, Action Figure Identification or whatever. Just put them on there, and those people will tell you what it's for.
Dude, I was like, you were around back in the day when I first started. Dude, that was my go-to right there because I had all those action figures. Like I would just be dropping it in there all the time on Facebook. Like, hey, what is this? Oh, that's the Series 3 of.
Yeah, they know, man. It's how fast they. It's wild they answer.
Oh yeah, dude! It's almost like a competition with those guys. Like I've got the most info. Like, yeah, because there's so many variants of all that stuff.
Well, Mike, I got a ton of stuff over here, Mike. It'll still be sitting here, Mike. Don't worry, it'll still be sitting here. When you make your way to Ohio, it'll still be sitting here. I can guarantee you. I'm I actually got to go through and make sure I have all my weapons for my stuff too. Yeah, researching weapons like that all the time. But I like one of the things when you do get it listed and sell.
Do you already have them kind of bagged though? Like,
Yeah, it's the easiest thing in the world to ship. Like when it sells, you're like, yes, because it's literally the easiest thing. There's a little action figure. I mean, I just throw it in a minute. I just put them in little bubble mailers and out the door. I kind of compare it to clothing. Like listing clothing kind of sucks for me. For me, it does. Like the measurements and all that stuff. But when you sell it and you just have to fold it and throw in a bag, it's great.
yeah.
It's kind of, and then then there's stuff that when you list it, it's picture, boom, boom, but then when it's time to ship it, it's like, dang it, man, I got like Tim knows, you got bubble wrapping, and then you got cellophane wrapping, and then you got to turn into a little basketball, and you got to put in a bottle. Like glass is a great example. Listing it is pretty easy, pretty straightforward. It's the shipping side of it that's more work.
Yeah, I think the research and the shipping is probably the two biggest things.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for a newbie, Tim, he pick up a piece of glass. He already got the research done.
There's still
Tim's internet's out, man. He's got some shed internet issues, huh?
Yeah. I think he's in a Faraday cage. I think he's got like. What's that Gene Hackman movie where he has like the little metal cage that he stays in so nobody can see him?
Never heard of that movie.
Yeah, well, he's on the run from the government.
I don't think I've seen it. Gene
Hey,
Hackman?
What is that movie, guys? Like, what is the? Let me see.
I don't know what you're talking about. We had a Starlink out there on the ice. That was pretty amazing. Is that the internet?
Nice.
It was pretty crazy to have that good of internet out there. That's the one thing we had plenty of TV to watch. Gene Hackman and Will Smith. What?
Yeah. What's the name of the movie?
Enemy of the State. Yeah, Cat.
Yeah.
I've heard it. I don't think I've ever seen it though. I've heard of it.
Ray used to watch that. It's a pretty good movie.
Huh. Yeah, I don't think I've ever watched. I need to watch it now.
It's another one of those movies that used to be thought of as conspiracy theory, and now we know better. We're like, wait a minute, they are really watching you, bro. Like, they really can track you.
Yeah. So we were, because I watch wrestling. It's my guilty pleasure. Watch wrestling, and Sonya's dad could care less about wrestling, right? So we were watching it and talking about it. Next thing you know, he's on his phone and he's getting wrestling ads and stuff on his phone. And he was like, what the heck?
Yeah, bro.
Yep.
That stuff's real.
Very real. Unless if they had Tim's internet, they wouldn't hear anything.
No.
Tim's, you're not on the screen, Tim.
Hey, Tim's in DC, bro. They probably got a bubble around that thing.
How come I can hear him, but he's down on the bottom right here? He's not on the screen.
Because you have like listen off stage.
Oh, okay.
So that was actually not my internet, but yes, we are still trying to establish internet, consistent internet here in the Capitol Cabin. I haven't figured out a name yet. I'm still working on a few. Capitol Cabin, Capitol Cottage, Command Center. You know,
cabin in the capital.
Yeah, so we're still working on all those. But no, that was not the internet. That was me. So you know, I'm one of these people that I wait till the end of something, right? Like I wait for it to completely crap out. My computer, this particular work computer. So I have two computers. I have my streaming computer, which is my Mac, and I have this PC laptop. I'm one of those guys that just waits to the end, right? Like
Yeah.
the car, it has to be like dead. Oh, here comes the internet.
Yep.
So the battery on my laptop is dead. It only works if it's plugged in. Now the plug has some bad wiring, so it has to be set in a certain position in order for it to stay on. So I accidentally kicked the cord and it turned the computer off.
That's great. It's got like you got it all taped up.
He's got tinfoil antenna on it.
I get it. I hear you. I mean, I'm kind of that. I'm kind of like that. A little bit. It's like
Hold that right there. Hold it right there. Just leave your
I'm
hand.
like, nah, it still works. It still works. Josie's like, you're never gonna learn. You're never gonna learn. It's like I set myself up for like the conversation of "I told you so." You know.
Yep. I hear you.
I'm like, I just don't like to spend money. Does that make sense?
It does. There's a lot. I mean, it's a very common thing. I'm not really that guy. I mean, me and Sonia kind of had this conversation. I don't ever want to be. I don't. Not that I don't want to. I don't think I'll ever be like a penny pincher guy. I just won't.
Yeah,
I'm not saying you're a penny pincher, but I don't.
No. It's I'm the $1, $5 guy. It's well established.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What was the makes
Like I mean I'm living on the edge here on a day-to-day basis, okay? Like I don't have much money. So, every penny counts.
I should be. Well, I have backup because Sonia is. That's what the conversation. I was thanking her. I was like, I'm so lucky to have you because she is the ultimate, like thrifting, penny pincher, coupon cutting queen, and so she does a lot of that stuff for us. And she's great at it. So I'm like, oh, like looking at the ads. Oh, whatever's on sale, so we can go buy some. And I'm like, but if it wasn't on sale,
Yeah,
I have a question for full-time sellers. What percentage do you expect to pocket after all expenses and taxes if you make $10,000? What do you expect to pocket?
man, it
That's
really varied.
above my pay grade.
I mean, Kevin's spot on, and it all depends on. I guess if you're selling just like random stuff like I do, Kevin's 50 to 65% is about right. There's all different kinds of what's it called? Like wait,
holy tape.
there's people that will sell volume, and there's these they'll take in a lot of money for shipping, and to me that's the big thing. Like their percentage looks way lower because they're selling some for $8 and then they charge the buyer shipping. That money comes into their gross, but then that shipping money goes right back out. So like that really skews their percentage big time. So shipping to me is a big factor in that number. Because I know kids that go to the bins and they'll sell stuff for $8 all day, and then they collect the shipping, and then the shipping goes. So their 90-day total, if you will, their gross is amazing, but then their net is way lower. Percentage wise, way lower than what I do. So if that makes sense. So there's all different variables, and there's all different ways of selling and making good money. It's just that same kid sells 30, 40 items a day compared to my 10,
James, I'm not familiar with ShipBrush. Have you guys ever used that? ShipBrush? Have you
I
heard of
have
that?
not.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that. I will say you can use Pirate Ship. It's free. More than likely, it's just as cheap. But yeah,
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
I've never heard of ShipBrush, but
Is Mike really calling someone else not a full time pick flipper? Or,
Kent, sorry, man, that was my ticket. Chad says 6 grand. I mean, it really comes down to a few factors, like Jimmy was saying. Cost of goods is a big one too. Like, hey, if you're paying up on stuff, then that's just straight off the bottom line. Like,
yeah,
it's just how it is. So,
yeah. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's so many different variables, and there's what's the word? Like, but there's so many different ways to do this. Like, there's so many different ways to be successful reselling.
yeah.
Volume versus, it's just like
Hmm.
I call it like like a soda machine. People have made a lot of money owning soda machines, selling sodas back in the day for 50 cents a piece or a dollar a pop, and they make a lot of money doing it. And they're not making huge margins. They're just
There's gumball guys, man, back in the
yeah,
day.
yeah,
Those guys are making money. Yeah, it just depends. Like, I mean, how fast can you sell it? How long does it take? I mean, 95% of nothing is still nothing. Like, if it ain't selling, but you got it so cheap, but it ain't
yeah,
selling, like,
yeah,
it's one of those things. Taking all your write offs is a big deal. Absolutely. We
yeah,
are not tax professionals. I will not begin to try to give you every detail of that, but I will say, as a reseller, if you are not stopping and doing some shopping, you're missing out. Like,
yeah.
if you're traveling and you're not stopping and doing some shopping, you're missing out. The
Well,
biggest
yeah.
write off by far is mileage. Yeah.
What about does making a YouTube video count?
Yeah. I mean, if you're a content creator,
Yes.
it expands what you can write off
There
for
you
sure.
go. So you can do that too.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's a big part of it because that 50-65% is not your what you're claiming tax wise because of write offs. Yeah,
yeah. I would encourage you to talk to somebody who is an accountant or
yeah,
get clear on what you can write off. Don't get yourself in trouble, but
yeah, right. Yeah, I just thought about that conversation we had on our podcast. How well that went. I believe Mike called me stupid. Is what he called me. Those were his exact words. He was real nice about it.
That's when you know Mike really likes you. Though.
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's get some B-roll footage. There you go. Watch reseller leftovers. We're experts.
Tax professionals extraordinaire.
Oh shoot. Yep.
I mean, you might can do that, Walter. Like, there are people that have LLCs. I'm sure Kevin does. I have an LLC myself that you do save on your self-employment tax if you have that, but you also have to establish the LLC, and it's another tax filing as well. So
Yeah. I've been working on. I gotta be careful because I was called stupid. I'm working on just getting all my numbers together that I gotta plug in. That's all I'm working on right now.
Kevin said child labor is a must. Hey, 5K a kid if they work for you.
Yeah. My kids are grown now. Does that count?
I'll tell you what I do love about Pirate Ship. I love how I can have my templates set up for shipping.
Template. Oh, you can shipping templates.
Yeah. So
Oh,
like I have like a sports card shipping template. So because I know that one single card, I know the exact dimension
This is information I want to hear.
Back.
Because when I that
Wait,
I lost. Can you still hear him?
Nah,
All right.
he went straight Leroy on us.
Oh boy.
More than meets the eye.
No, because that's what you a lot of when you're doing the live auctions, you use pirate ship a lot, right?
Not as much as I used to because honestly, since USPS ground, like honestly, even today, I shipped a 15-pounder. It should have been. That's hilarious. Jiggle the cord.
We lost you, Tim. Sorry, that was too much. Sorry.
Cat said, "Jiggle the cord." Put the aluminum foil on. Yeah. So anymore, like especially through district, I've noticed like going USPS ground is cheaper than UPS anymore. I
Yeah,
don't know why, but there's been a shift. Something.
right. That's what I've pretty much noticed too.
So
I mean, I haven't used. I've only used pirate ship for personal stuff in the last 7 months. I haven't really used it at all. I used
yeah,
to
I mean,
run it.
I do check it like when running auctions because looking at that, but
Yeah,
it's no different. And same with eBay now. Like there's not really a difference like there used to because they've shifted their um, to the same type shipping, the cubic.
yeah.
I mean, I guess the benefit would be if you have a credit card where you get cash back or whatever, you could probably just pay all your pirate ship through that. But
I got a question about the Whatnot because Whatnot sent me an email that they're raising their shipping by 1% or something like that. You guys
yeah,
see that?
I'm on the.
But my question is like is that again? This is me speaking from I guess ignorance of the platform. That's just them collecting more money because they collect all the shipping and they got to make money on the shipping, right?
Well, they charge fees on the shipping.
Yeah, but I'm talking about them. Like Whatnot makes money on the ship. Like the way they do their shipping, they're making money on it, right?
Yeah, they're making money on it, and they're charging you a fee on
And a
it.
fee on it. So
So,
when
like
they
they're
raise
making,
it 1%, that's just more money in their pocket, right?
yeah.
Or are they just trying to cover, not lose money that they're already making?
Well, honestly, I know because I've been on there. And I haven't been on there in a while. I know. Remember when they had the 5 mistake rule?
they still have that.
Yeah, people are cooking that. We all know. Like people are. I've seen people run auctions. I was like, dude, they're using and abusing extremely on some of that. But I mean, for me, that I don't. I'm not. I'm not the biggest fan of Whatnot. I'm pretty much done with them. Like,
I'm just asking the question, Kent, because I'm just trying. Everybody make money, go for it, do your thing. I'm just asking the question: is that why they're doing it? Like it's not because someone buys multiple things and they pay the shipping that on multiple things. It's covered. The cost of shipping is covered, right?
yeah, Chad. I don't know what he's shipping that's that much cheaper. I've been checking pretty steady lately, and I can't find much of that. Maybe something super oddball. I just got fed up with the fake parade of. I've got size runs and sneakers that Goat only has 2 pair on. I've got size runs from 8 to 12. Like, come on, guy. Like, ain't no way you got size runs of them Nokes. But
Yeah, I'm out of the loop. So that's I haven't shopped or sold on Whatnot in moment probably close to a year now. So I'm just out of.
yeah, I mean,
I don't
for
follow it.
people that do it, get on them. Like we've always said, I'm not going to knock somebody else making money, but for me personally,
Yeah.
I'm done with those guys.
I mean, I'm when I get my Apple device, I'm trying a different live platform for sure.
Yeah, shipping does cost money. Absolutely. Free shipping just means you pay for it. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, trade post. I just it's one of the things. I mean, for me, I've tried it. I actually had a rep reach out to me a while back and offered me some stuff, and yeah, I just backed off of it. Plus, like the latest fiasco with backyard breaks, that really kind of put me over the top.
I guess I need to get my well, how do they put my ear on the pulse? Is that what they say? Is that the saying? Like I'm
Ear
just
to, ear to the ground.
there you go, something like
Yeah,
that. One of those.
finger on the pulse.
There you go.
Well,
Or
I
you
mean,
can just combine
I
them.
love butchering sayings, by the way.
Finger on the
it's so
ground, ear on
bad.
the pulse. Yeah.
It's so bad on no, I'm running Wi-Fi right now on my computer. Running Wi-Fi. Am I like not
You
good
need to
right
get
now?
a 150-foot cable and just run it out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But
Just leave it out in the weather. Replace it every other year. It's fine.
uh,
Oh no, or duct tape it in your case every other till till completely.
Finger on the grindstone.
I will tell you, Whatnot is the card industry of Whatnot right now is so bad. There was a video clip of a guy mid break just crashes out like passes out and like he's like got the cards in his hand and you could slowly see his like face like coming over the camera and he just starts snoring. And then he like wakes up like a few minutes later, like speaking incoherent. It kind of looked like he was on something more so than he
Yeah.
was just really tired.
Not
Um,
That's bad.
and then like you had I was watching there's a video of this guy, he like goes crazy. He was giving away somebody who won a free pack of Pokemon and hadn't purchased anything. He mangles the cards and then turns out that those cards that he mangled, there are some good ones in there worth about $250,000.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, excuse me. I that was Tim being tired. $250, not 250.
Oh, I was gonna say what?
If your head starts going
That's a
forward
little
and you
bit of a
start
difference.
snoring,
That's gross versus net. And that's taxes, folks. That's
Kent said, was he from West Virginia asking for a friend? Certain shipping features used in ShipRush Pirate Ship does not have. I can change my exceptions. Are you sending like those flat packages? I meant to. Somebody had asked me about it last week, and I'm sorry, I forgot to reach out to the guy. Um, I was asked the other week about, how eBay has the flat envelope thing, the what do they call it, machinable, like to where it goes through the machine
yeah.
flat, and you just pay like $1 or something. There is a shipping service that has that, but I can't remember who it is.
Letter Track Pro or something like
Yeah,
that.
where it has a tracking number, but it
Yeah.
still like goes through the machine. So, like for guys that are shipping ephemera, like postcards and stuff, like they can still use that kind of stuff. It's far cheaper, but it has to be able to fit in that machine, whatever the letter machine is. eBay standard envelope. There you go, Nick Picker. Never used it. Like I don't really.
I don't like to use it either, but when I sell cards on collects, like if it's under a certain amount of cards or value, that's how the label that they give you.
Yeah,
So I've been trying to have to work around that and
So wait, then that wouldn't be eBay standard envelope then.
no,
What?
but it's the same
Thing?
concept.
So they offer
Yeah,
the same service.
yeah, it's a universal service.
Gotcha. Again, I got
I'm trying to think of the name of the
all my
shipping
eggs
company.
ironed out in one basket.
I can tell you what the name of the company is. Give me 1 second.
Man, it's been so long since I used that eBay standard envelope. My issue way back in the day was the losing top rated over tracking and stuff. Did they fix all that?
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm not one of those things because I don't offer returns, right? Do
Right.
I not get like that? I'm top rated, but I'm not like the ultimate top rated. Does that make sense? Because I don't accept returns.
Yeah, but you can still lose top rated over shipping times.
Oh yeah, no. I'm a hundred. I'm a guy. I'm a stickler.
I don't know what that means.
What?
Like, well, we got a comment on our podcast about you being a stickler.
Which did you really?
Yeah, we didn't call you out about your no returns. I'm not calling you out right now. I'm just asking like what no matter what you stickler you do, if one of those eBay standard envelopes never gets scanned as delivered, that's a late shipment or
Oh
over.
yeah, I would. I That's why I don't do it. I don't offer
Oh, that's
standard
different.
envelope
You said you
shipping.
don't do it. I got you.
Yeah, I don't. I refuse to do that. Um, I hate it. I will. I won't do it. They give me crap about it on
No, we're
the.
not. I don't want to talk about returns. So I want to talk about the standard envelope. Yeah, the chat. I'm talking about the standard envelope, and that's why I stopped doing it because I had lost top rated, and I didn't even realize that was happening. It happened so fast because sold a bunch of Pokemon cards all in like 2 weeks. I mean, eBay they fixed it after the fact. They said, "Well, we won't fix it until you lose top rated." This was again 2 years ago. And so literally they were like, we won't do anything until you lose top rated, and then we'll look at it if you lose top rated. And that was me talking to my concierge.
Oh, you still got the concierge.
No, it's not really. I mean, it's not like it used to be, but I mean, it's this again 2 years ago when I went through all that. And that's why I'm wondering, did they fix that? Did they the the
Oh
shipping time and shipping, the tracking affecting your top rated with standard envelope?
Yeah, there is a tracking of standard envelope, if I'm not bad mistaken
Yeah, but
now.
it's not very consistent back then. Like it
No.
was
no,
missing
it's not at all.
scans. And so like I had to
Very
do like two refunds because it showed never scanned as delivered, and eBay wouldn't have my back. But again, this is 2 years ago. eBay wouldn't have my back, and they made me showed not delivered, not scanned delivered, and so the buyer was able to say I never got my card. Whether they got it or not, I don't know, because the scans were so inconsistent back then. And that's when I stopped using it, when I was having to give refunds on cards because there was no tracking at all on them, updated on them. Anyway, sorry. Well,
Yeah, I don't know.
special privilege.
Like so
Hey.
on
Oh, wiggle the
on
cord.
collects right now. I have. Ay.
You're back.
It's only like during a certain time period. I'm back. Okay. So I have a card that I was sent out via that stuff, right? It was shipped. It was ordered on the 1st of February, and I shipped it. It's in transit, and let's see.
So it's the 18th.
Tracking information has not been recorded for this mail piece. What the heck?
Yeah, see, that's the stuff. I jinxed it. That's the stuff that I couldn't handle. Like I just could not. You see that and you start. It's the 18th now, so that should have been delivered a long time ago, right?
Yeah.
That's the stuff that I couldn't. Ugh. Sorry, Tim. It's happening right here live. What I was just talking about. So the inconsistency is just it was so inconsistent. Sounds like it might still be a little inconsistent.
It's so bad.
So Pinjas G is saying, if you refund for non-delivery of a standard envelope, you can file for eBay to reimburse some of that money. Some of the money. Gotcha. So that's a change that they made then?
People use it for coins and stamps. That's what it says here. Yeah, if you believe your envelope was lost during shipping, you will need to wait 30 days to file a claim. Claims must be filed no later than 90 days. So you basically have a 60-day window to file a claim.
And it sounds like with the claim, you don't get all your money back. You just get some of it back. That's what.
Yeah, like this one right here. I mailed it on the 11th. It was scanned at the destination post office on the 14th. Out for delivery on the 17th. That was yesterday. But it's the name of that service though is called Letter Track.
Letter track.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's I mean, all
Yep,
I
they
have
file a
very few
claim
cards that I sell, and they go ground advantage.
under the parcel insurance plan, the pipinsure.com. Yeah, that sounds like some craziness right there.
Doing a live to sell one item. I don't know. Like you'd have to sit there and wait for a bunch of people to show up and hope that there's bidders.
Doing a live for one person.
I don't know, Black Sheep Society. Going live on One Stop Shop to sell one item. Every so often, I come across a good item that just hasn't sold, and I think I should just run a single live auction on it. To me, auctions are all about getting active bidders and kind of building momentum. But I don't listen to me because I haven't done good at it.
Hey, Black Sheep, we do deal of the day sometimes, or you can actually run an auction that has a custom time on it if you wanted to. If you do that, we'd be happily promote it for you. So
Yeah, that would be the way to go. Yep, get some momentum going before you run that, before you go live.
yeah, you can put a time frame on it. One day I did it while we were live here. I started an auction at the beginning of our show and it ended before our show ended. So
I'm so glad Mike's in the chat.
what's your thought on promoting? Hey, do you use Rolo or Dymo? Like, are you a free shipping guy?
Hey, you know what though? Like, I'm all about.
Remember back in the day, the wars that were fought over what kind of printer you used? And
Oh
what,
yeah,
yeah.
the printer I use is the one that I found on Facebook for cheap. It don't matter which brand. I found a Dymo for cheap on Facebook. That's the one I use.
I use the faux memo.
I got my.
Do you want to know what my return rate is?
Oh boy.
Do you want to know what my return rate is?
I do now.
What do you think my return rate is?
You're gonna say 0, so
No, it's not 0. It's not 0.
I don't know. 2.
0.14%.
So you just admitted that you've
One
had
out of 717
you know what that
transactions.
sounds like? It sounds like Tim accepts returns.
Yep. No, he accepts return. No S at the end.
Return.
I actually am kind of curious is what it is because there's no open returns or there's an open. Okay.
Oh, you
Closed
just went
returns and replacement.
Uh-oh.
I need to get this. I need to get this this closed. I'm gonna call them. So this is the one that I have. Do you remember when I sold that Nike hat and the buyer tried to file an INAD and said it wasn't the same color?
Oh yeah, I remember you saying that.
And then damn my internet! I'm back. Am I here now?
Yeah, you're back.
So they put pictures of the hat in the INAD claim. I took those pictures and I put them put it next to a picture of the hat in the eBay, and eBay closed the case in my favor.
Oh, really?
They didn't accept the INAD return. So why is it still showing up there? I need to call eBay and have them take care of that because that's not cool. My return percentage should be 0 out of
That's when they
717
tell you
transactions.
we won't address it
Okay?
until you actually lose top rated because of it.
That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, listen, if you do it right,
I know.
you don't have to worry about
eBay's shutting him down right now. They're like, nope.
Yeah, eBay's like,
They're
cutting,
like, nope.
like
You better be taking returns. Nope. uh,
my only.
yeah. eBay's definitely like, I heard you click. You're cut. You're cut.
The only.
You got chopped, man. eBay's been listening to you. eBay's been listening. They're like, nope, nope, nope. Shut him down. Jeez.
The question I want to ask, I don't really want to ask, but it's the question that I think about, but I don't have the courage to attempt, and I should just attempt it. Is if I changed my return policy, would it affect my sales and my where my listings appear within eBay? And I don't know. I don't know if I'd ever find the answer. The only way to find out the answer is to change it and compare during the same time period of the year, type thing. And that's that again. I'm not going to do that. Like I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm just curious. That's a tough question, and there's a lot of opinions. I don't, where's, there are a lot of facts behind it. And like, where's the numbers? Does eBay have numbers I could look at that they could crunch for me that would show me why I should or shouldn't have it the way I do?
I wonder what percentage of people on eBay actually do not accept returns. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. I do know, this was way back in the day when I went to the eBay Open and I was talking to an employee. And, he might have just been feeding me some BS back in the day when I was new, but he said, if eBay encourages you to offer free returns, it's, he was kind of doing this from like an inside perspective. He was like, it's your best, it would benefit you to do what eBay's pushing. Again, do with that information what you want is basically what he said, and now it's your decision ultimately. So
All right, here's what AI has to say. While there is no exact publicity available publicly available data on the percentage of eBay sellers who do not accept returns, it's considered a very small minority. Most eBay sellers do offer a return policy as it significantly improves buyer confidence can lead to increased sales, especially when considering eBay's buyer protection policy,
yep.
which often allows returns even if the seller does not. That's true.
I sound like Cernoch now. What did I say that sounds like Cernoch? Or is that somebody else?
Because Cernoch always says if eBay says do it, you should just do it.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely am of the belief, though, do with that information what you want, not what eBay wants, what you want. I mean,
Yeah. It's your business ultimately. You can do what you want.
process the information the way you process it and do with it what you want. Yeah. But I also believe in running tests, and that's why, like, should I do that test? Like, I run tests with my store all the time, try different things to see what works and what doesn't work. Whether it be promoted percentage, sale percentage off versus promoted percentage, I'm always tweaking that stuff. Ending and selling similar, like Tim said. If you're promoting, ending, and then starting a new promotion, all stuff like that. I'm always testing stuff like that. Yeah, what if 100% of people promoted? It would be it would be a race to the top / bottom to the it'd be a race upwards in percentage, because people will use the tool where they do trending, and then the trending will go up, 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 up. Like, yeah, what if everybody did trending to 100%, like a really high percentage? Trending would skyrocket.
What if there was a one-stop shop? There is, Kent. It's just been lying dormant for a little while. I'm actually running an auction on there today. Ops ran one this week too. So
I just like
I
that.
just put Black Sheep Society's Black & Decker green prep machine in there. It's running live auction for the next 2 hours. So, hey, if you need a food processor, need a gift for a friend.
But I like that we can have that conversation. I mean, that's ultimately why we do lives and why we do podcasts and why we do this stuff, is to have conversations that there's different opinions on. And I don't hate on other people's opinions.
I always tell people the same thing. When people pay my bills, then they can tell me what to do.
Yeah.
Up until that point, I can do. Now, the other side is, like, I'm not against trying something different.
And learning other people's knowledge and wisdom. I like to, you can learn for sure. They, like you said, don't tell me what to do. Just give me an idea and I'll see if I want it. I'll try it out and do with that information what I want,
Yeah. I'm always very, like, I try to be, like, no definitive, I can't do this or you can't do that, or this is the only way to do it kind of thing. There's plenty of ways to do it. It may not be as successful, but you can do it whatever you want. But time to make the donuts. Employee called out. Have a good day off.
Donuts? What? You're a baker?
I think she's
in Arizona. Do you work at Bash's? Bash. I used to.
86% of statistics are made up off the top of the head.
I think I like that one.
Yeah. 35% of items on eBay are promoted, maybe a bit more. 60% of the time it works for every time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sex Panther. That's the cologne. That's from Anchorman when he's using that cologne. 60% of the time, it works every time. That's true. Yeah, it's fun stuff. Fun stuff. I come on here and I start the controversies.
You stirred the pot today.
It's what I do best, apparently, allegedly, and all that stuff.
Dude, I think they moved Cernoch's school.
They did what?
He texted me earlier. He said, "Man, I got send the kids to school." I said, "Dude, they must have moved to school. They're going to a different school now."
I get it, Eric. We need Cernoch. So Jimmy's stirring the pot.
No, you would have him wrapped up in that conversation right now.
Oh yeah, I love those kind of conversations.
eBay will show you what percentage in each category is promoted. I gotcha.
I did not know that.
You know, that is one thing. Like I don't nerd out on that. Like I do in other things. Like so there's certain things I will nerd out and like really dig into, but I've not spent enough time in the back room of eBay. It's just like Terapeak, right? Like they give you this tool that you could use to see exactly what sells on eBay, but I've looked over there a couple times. I haven't spent any time in there.
Yeah, me either. I don't do it enough either. But I also don't spend enough time listing. I also don't spend enough time going through my death pile. I don't spend enough time doing live auctions. I don't spend a lot of time of doing a lot of stuff. Editing YouTube videos. I'm running out of footage from YouTube videos. I may be able to do 3 more videos. Hey. Yeah. I was sitting here at my desk and I have this Skeletor arm and I don't know where it came I'm just gonna put it right here on my microphone.
Right from the Skeletor missing an arm.
I don't have a Skeletor missing an arm. Maybe it came out of one of those bags I just.
It probably did. So I got a bid. Thank you, gents. Going to go ahead and pack it. Remember those first few videos, guys?
Oh my gosh! I actually took all my what sold videos down because they were that bad. I was like,
my videos pretty much look the same as they do right now, non-existent.
"Hey guys, this is Jimmy. I used to be so I was Uncle B's
Uncle B's
flips, and I would not look at the camera the whole time. And
hey,
these
look,
are some of the things. There he's gone. There he is.
Yo, what's up? Sorry, I didn't know about this. There was a 2-hour delay at school today.
Did you hear what I said earlier? I was like, man, they must have moved Cernoch school.
Well, yeah.
You missed the whole discussion.
Of what?
Oh,
okay, we're talking eBay. We're talking Tim. What do you think we're talking about?
Tim and eBay?
Yeah, and a policy that
the clothing policy?
The no return.
He gone.
Tim policy, not even his policy.
I'm not going there, he said.
He just walked away. Hey, they said that Jimmy was sounding like you in here.
What?
If eBay says to do it, it's probably a good idea to do it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if they're promoting, if they're pushing something,
that's right.
It's in your best. Whether you agree with that or not, but
I totally believe in that, Jimmy. I totally believe in that.
I kind of do too.
Yeah, if they're like, hey, we've got this, promoted listings or promote your store or run a coupon or anything like that.
You agree with the idea of, putting you're doing what they are promoting. You might not agree with what they're doing, but you agree that I should be behind what they're doing, right?
Yes.
Like, you might not like the idea of what they're doing, but being behind it is probably will benefit you.
Right. All benefits. Oh, Tim, what's up?
Hey.
Dude, listen.
Tim's been, man, he's been getting shut down today with the internet.
I have like a 200-foot Ethernet cable that I bought that I didn't use. I should just send it to
Tim. Back in the day, man, when I used to run the Reseller Roundtable, do you guys remember I used to run the cord to my shed? Like, I had the cord out there in my shed from the house back in the day. Yeah. That's what I did.
In the air is probably your best bet.
Yeah.
Or unless you want to dig a little trench, that's another way. But
or he could run like black piping.
Oh yeah.
Conduit.
That's what it is. Conduit.
Run some
Just
conduit.
Run conduit.
And I have one right now. I have one.
And run an Ethernet cable all the way to it.
That's what you should do.
It says your camera has low FPSs.
7.
Yeah, I see
number
that.
7. There's
number 7.
7. Yes.
Number 7.
It only happens during like this time though. Like in the morning, I'm fine. In the afternoon, late night, fine. During this time,
do you have a Wi-Fi extender?
I tried it, didn't work.
Didn't work. Because some of those extenders you can plug an Ethernet cable into that is better than actually, and but it's still not great. But
yeah, right there, trenched out 120 foot, and ran a hard line to the shed. Yeah.
I couldn't pair it.
What are these guys talking about? Did I miss
Something about a
something?
parrot. All right, 6XL hoodie. I gotta.
Oh, I bought it new and used it one time as a rice flour. Oh, it's Cat Swift that's buying the food processor. There you go. Gotcha.
Nice.
Oh, really?
Nice. How was everyone's President's Day yesterday?
I played pickleball yesterday.
Pickleball.
Yep.
Are you a pickleball player now?
First time ever. First time ever.
My brother plays pickleball. We'll have to get him on here one day. And
I learned how to play it. I learned the rules and how to manage a
So
game.
you're a pickler now? You're a pickler?
Yeah, I guess.
That's what they call them.
I found out that my lateral movement is terrible. Is what I found out. I have zero. Like I'm like, can you please just hit it right at me?
right.
You just gotta get a young partner, and then you just
Right?
be like, "Hey, bro, I got this spot right here."
I can tell you down at the YMCA, there's not a lot. That's my only chance. Is there's not a lot of young people out there playing. I was probably
Right.
the young. Sonia was the youngest person. And I was the second youngest person.
That's funny.
But they still kick my butt. I'll tell you. But when you're, I'm, I played some sports, so like I'm trying to figure out the rules first. Like there's there's more rules than I thought. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Like the kitchen, you got to stay your big. Like telling a fat guy to stay out of the kitchen. Come on, you already lost him there. Like keep out of the kitchen. I was like, what? We're talking about stay out of the kitchen. Like
Yeah, I got a couple guys at Perch,
kitchen,
man. They're deep off in some pickleball. Like, they're deep off in it. They're sponsored, man. Like they've got paddles and all that. They play in tournaments, like crazy stuff.
I gotta stop. The boss over at the Leftovers told me I can't talk about this anymore. So go watch Leftovers podcast if you want to know about pickleball.
You're killing our podcast.
Yeah, that's my boss over there at the. He runs the show now.
Hey, Cat Swift says, "Goodness, ice fishing now pickleballer. What's next?"
I'm sort of a big deal. Or pun,
a big
sort of a big deal.
He's a Renaissance man. He's into everything.
Now you have to talk about pickleball. Hey,
Speaking
of pickleball, we do need some pickleball sellers and Dibdit Sports Supply.
Man, pickleball rackets are expensive. I need to.
Yes, they are.
If you find them, flip those suckers, man.
Yeah.
I was actually looking at them and I'm like, well, I'm going to keep an eye out for these at your sale.
Yeah.
Right? I've sold a bunch of pickleball paddles back in the day.
Yep. So
like literally nobody knew what it was. Yeah, I was like, because I didn't even know what it was. I was like, pickleball.
Dude, there's tourneys now are paying like 6 figures, bro. Like, it's big time.
Well, this dude at the flea market had all these carbon fiber paddles and all that stuff. And I was like, how much for these? He's like, $5 a piece. Dude, I turned around and I sold all those for $75 a piece. I had like 4 or 5 of them.
Hey,
and that was 2-3 years ago.
Hey, did you ask him what truck they fell off of?
Right? No, this dude had a lot of falling off the truck stuff.
I was gonna say, man, did they send you a hand when you picked them up? Like,
no, he did a lot of. He would go to the auction. This guy at the flea market, he would go to the auction. They have these auctions over here with like Lowe's and Home Depot and like store so you get a whole bunch of returns. And so he would do that. I remember that same dude got boxes. Dude, he got boxes of Asics running cleats. Whoa. And this was like 5 years ago. Dude, I bought the whole box for like $20 and then a couple like trash bags filled. There was like 150 pairs of shoes and I sold them all. Well, almost all of them. Wow. Some of them like were messed up and everything like that, but like the ones that were good, they did well.
Yeah, Walter, Cernoch sold pickleball shoes, a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
How do you know they're pickleball shoes?
Yeah, there are pickleball shoes.
How do you know?
Yeah.
They say
it on there or what?
Well,
the model.
The pair I had said pickleball on them. Yeah. It was made. What was the brand? The brand was weird though. Let me see. It was called. Let's see. Let me go to my orders page.
Yeah, I mean, I going down to the, I go down to the YMCA. That's a new thing for me. Small town YMCA is where I go to play pickleball, and it's pretty. There's not a big crowd. They had 3 courts set up, and there's maybe 12 people rotating in and out playing. So I got to play like 4 games.
The brand of pickleball shoes is the same as the word for the blueberry, acai, or however they.
Oh, really?
Or no. It's, what? Maybe not. No, it's not. ACACIA. ACACIA, I think. Yeah, ACACIA. That they make pickleball shoes and pickleball stuff.
Somebody wrote pickleball with a Sharpie. I'm gonna start just writing pickleball on the side of all my shoes.
Right?
Oh,
These are
Bro.
Mike, look for a YMCA review coming to Google soon.
Hey, G4 has pickleball shoes.
Who does?
Like the golf stuff, G4.
Oh, G4, yeah.
Here, let me we'll travel the road real quick. Just travel the road.
Who has pickleball shoes?
I still got to get it. I was able to borrow the local mailman's racket. I don't even have a. Wow, is that $175?
Yeah, look at these. These are the G4s. QRTI pickleball shoes, $159.95.
That is wild. That's brand new though.
Yeah.
What's the market for like used?
Let's click the pre-owned, see what's going on
Because
here.
that's what I would be looking for.
Bro.
Yeah.
Oh. A6. I think these are crossover like tennis shoes, like shoes for tennis. There we go. A pickleball A6, $100 used. What? Wilson for $100 used?
Pickleball, it's hot right now.
Pickleball is hot.
Diadem.
It's a good. I mean, it's if you can find. Again, we had 6 inches of snow on the ground, and it was like 10 degrees yesterday, and I was able to go play pickleball inside at the YMCA. So
That is nice.
Was this the brand that you had, Cernoch? Alukia?
No, it was Acacia, Acacia, ACACIA.
OnCloud has pickleball shoes.
what does that one have a pickle on the side of it? What's that green one right there? Right there.
Nah, it's just green. Green little graffiti.
Yeah,
Adidas.
it's a fun game though. I mean, I like I can't play a lot of sports anymore, so like something that's a little bit of competition, a little bit of fun. I like the scoring and the way the court is set up is interesting. Like I said, kept telling me to stay out of the kitchen, and I was like, "What do you mean?"
It's funny too how you can hit around the net. Like you don't necessarily have to go over the net; you can go around.
Yeah. I'll go. It's every Thursday and Monday, so I'm gonna go again on Thursday.
Nice.
Babalut.
Yeah, they make like shoes for like tennis and like squash and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm looking for the weird name.
Can I wear my Timberlands out on the court?
Oh yeah.
Interesting story about these. it was set up to be like, yo, this ain't happening. So the guy messaged me and says, hey, these boots you have, I'm just curious about the color. Like, can you take a few extra pictures and send me the, like maybe I can see what the actual color is. So I was like, here we go. Here we go. So I said, you know what? They're right next to me. I just popped them out, took like 4 pictures, boom, sent it to him. Guess what his next message was? Because I had these listed for 150. So what's his next message?
Will you take?
What's the lowest you would take, right, Jimmy?
Well,
So my new thing is whenever they say that, I say, send me an offer.
I always send back, what's the most you would pay?
Yeah.
That's usually what I say.
So
I'm
I
not
had
saying
them
that's what I would take, but I want to find out, are we even close?
So I had them for 150. Okay. What offer does the guy send me?
75.
Nope.
50% off Bay. Yep.
Nope. 135. Except
Yeah.
he goes. He goes. I want to send an offer because the shipping was a little high. So I guess it was like $15 shipping. So I'm like, okay. So $135. So
Hey, Chad dropping the dad jokes. Pickleball started out as
I
two.
saw that
Anyway,
one. I mean, that's a top notch dad joke.
yeah, Kent does the same thing. He said, "What's the highest you'll pay?" And then he
yeah.
also said
I
75.
was thinking about it, but I was like, you know what?
Yeah. What's the most you'd pay?
I mean, you know,
You can also say, "What's the most you pay?" I just want to see if we're close.
Yeah.
Just throw a little extra.
I like being able to talk to other resellers about stuff that that just irks you a little bit. Like I hate when you list something and it's got some quality issues, and you notate it and you put it in the listing and
Right.
you price it lower because it hasn't, and then you get the message of explaining to you what's wrong with it and why you should take less. And I'm like, I have it in my listing what's wrong with it and what the condition issues are. I already know what's wrong with it, and I priced it accordingly. And they're like, "Oh, you should take 40 on this $80 item that regularly sells for 120 because it has condition issues." Well, that's why I have it at 80 because it has condition issues. That drives me nuts. So it just does.
Timothy says, "I always go 10% over my lowest and about 20% less than the asking price. That is roughly the lowest price he would take." Gotcha. I always like the messages that you get on other platforms that say, "I've already paid for this item. Just click the link and enter your information." That's what I like. That's my grailed all time message right there. Your item is sold. Click the link to receive payment. You're muted, Cernoch.
It's gotten so bad over there on Grailed with that. Dude,
Yeah.
I literally just killed my Grailed store. I took everything off.
And,
I'm like to me right now, Macari and Grailed aren't worth it.
yeah.
They're not worth it. So
Hey, I forgot who was asking me. I'm gonna have to go back and look who bought that yarn for me the other week. I got you. I got you. I have a load of yarn for this Friday night. A load of yarn.
what kind of yarn?
Yards of yarn.
Huh.
I haven't even seen it, but I think it's like, yeah, someone reached out to me. I've got like bundles, huge amounts of yarn,
Huge.
and not like standard El Cheapo yarn, like the people this is coming from. Like we're talking premium yarn.
Might have to get my brother bidding.
Yeah. I can stock your mom up for like 2 years.
Dude, I don't know. She's cranking out those little.
Dude. Hey, Jimmy, did you see Cernochs thing he got from his mom?
Nuh-uh. What
Oh
is it?
man.
She's making them?
Yeah, hold
Yeah,
on.
she crochets. Yeah, send them what she made for me. That was pretty cool.
Backup internet device.
Hopefully there's. Is there echo? There's an echo.
Backup internet service.
All right. Echo. There's an echo. Echo. There's an echo. Echo. There's an.
Oh, that's a good idea, Chad. The perfumes. Yeah, that makes sense.
Echo. There's an echo. No echo.
Nope.
No echo.
Let's go. All right.
Man, it's cold down here in the basement.
Yeah, it's pretty chilly over here too.
Go get my hoodie.
I just shared Cernochs mom.
Oh, dude, those are sweet.
Yeah. These guys.
Yeah, crocheted Aqua Teen Hunger Force. I told her I need the characters to go along with them. You know what I'm saying? Like
Dude,
the
the
moon and
fries
light.
were individually done. Like you can take them out of the thing. Like the straw comes out. Like he's on it.
It's legit because my brother and I were looking at like other ones people have done on the internet, and my mom did a really good job.
Yeah, those are sweet.
We're trying to convince her though to do some live shows.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Wow.
I keep getting orders as I'm shipping.
That's a good thing though,
It is
right?
a good thing. It is a good thing. But like I have to make sure I ship everything like immediately because if the baby comes, I can't get stuck.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
Dude. Right? All right.
Here you go. We'll do a little promotion.
Yeah.
We'll do a little promotion.
10 days left.
Where's my mom's Facebook?
That's wild.
So, if y'all want to go follow her, go ahead and give her a follow.
Yeah, she's got cool stuff over there for sure.
She got the new chunky cats. Click on the new cat, the cats. She's been making all these cats.
It's not. Hold on. I'm not logged in on my computer. Did it get bigger or not?
No.
All the cats. Yeah, that's cool stuff.
Yeah, very cool. Very, very cool.
Very talented.
Might be doing a little live selling in the next couple of months if we can convince her to do it. Never know.
Sure, me and Ops are going live tonight.
Oh, sweet.
On One Stop.
Oh,
Did
nice.
you get the notification the other day?
I did, but I was busy.
Bray, Keith got some sweet shirts, man. We were kind of going back and forth on a few of them.
Oh, nice.
70s stuff, like pretty cool.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
How'd you guys do on Friday night? I popped in for a second.
It was a little lean on Friday, to be honest. We
Yeah,
moved some items, but it was a little tight. Valentine's Day probably weren't the best choice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, maybe if we'd have been selling like TV dinners or something like that. I don't know. Like,
chocolates and stuff like
yeah,
that,
chocolate,
lotion.
flowers. Yeah.
Lotion.
Yeah, probably weren't the
Yeah.
best.
Very
had
cool.
some. We had
Well,
some
I'm
good.
going live on Thursday on Dibdit's
Threads.
Threads. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going live tomorrow on sports selling golf clubs.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna start ramping up, going live a little bit more, and getting in
I
there.
think I might start trying to do one stop, and then sports probably every other week, and then still do Fridays.
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm gonna try to do.
That's kind of what my plan's gonna be too. I think once I get the sourcing back to sourcing, I gotta get up to Cernochs way at some point. I
Oh,
need
we it's flooded. We flooded. West Virginia floods. The
What?
mission's gone, bro.
No way.
It's all over. You missed out, bro.
No
You missed
way.
out. It's all over. Look at this interesting thing I bought. All right, so it's like a 3-in-1 tool. Well, it's more of a. I mean, it could be more than a 3-in-1 tool, but all right. So it's for shoes. So it's got a shoe horn. Okay, you put your shoe on. Put your shoe horn.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a brush. And then here's an interesting thing. I was like, whoa, this is kind of cool. It opens up, and okay, all right. What do you think it transforms into? I'll give you. It transforms into something.
Shoe tree.
Mm-mm. No, this is the shoe tree.
Transformers.
It transforms into something. A toaster oven. No.
Ethernet cord to Tim's shed.
No, watch.
An antenna.
It transforms into a hanger.
Oh, that's
Oh.
badass, bro.
Kobe caught it. He caught it.
Who did? Oh,
Kobe.
nice. Yeah, Kobe did. Nice. Yeah, it turns into.
Can't
I've never
say
seen one of
Timu.
these. I've never
Shot
seen one
like
of
a
these.
manor.
So very interesting. I was like, you know what? For 50 cents, I'll pick it up.
Yeah, Kelly said back scratcher.
It's like the dad on Gremlins. Remember the dad on Gremlins would invent stuff like
yes.
Yeah. Sears.
Nerf gun. Ugh, all right, let's get this. Dude, I finally sold this. Now it took forever because of the size, but Montreal Canadiens hoodie.
It's like a 6X.
The 6XL.
That's right. It's my size.
Oh, that ain't Jimmy. Get out of here. I was like, yo, all right. All right, so.
I don't have any.
Yeah, 6X is serious, bro.
That. Oh, and here's another cool item. Now, again, not everything sells on the brand. Not every piece of clothing it sells on the look. Okay? So what I'm about to show you now, listen, I didn't lie. Okay?
Oh boy.
I removed the tag because the tag was from a costume shop designer or something like that. That really didn't have any kind of like. But I thought the jacket was cool.
Hey, do you use these?
Yes. I thought the jacket was cool. So I said, you know what? Let's take a chance. All right, so I'll show you the jacket. See, here's the jacket. It's got these like cool, like it's yellow, like it's like a yellow, like velvety, and this is like shimmery, like gold and metallic. All right, so I said
like Minecraft.
like I said vintage 90s, did. Had it for $60. Got a $50 offer. Boom. Took it.
Gone. Hey, so do you guys know what this is?
Yes.
Cernoch knows what it is. Do you guys know what this is?
Looks like it's something for sewing because it says Singer on it.
Yeah. This is called a brand adjuster. This is what this is. That's how you cut hems out of stuff, to be honest. Like, that's what these little things are for.
Like this jacket. This jacket is very cool. All right, very bohemian. Kind of got some denim, cotton. It's got like cool designs and everything like that. It's got cool buttons. It's got like handmade buttons and stuff. But here's the problem.
Yep. Brand adjuster.
It's Coldwater Creek.
Yeah,
Not
Cat
anymore.
knows what the official name is, and that is what they're for. Like snips.
That's
So
a good
we'll
idea.
be
Cutting
we'll
out.
be removing that tag and just marketing it as such.
Well, I think I'm gonna go run to the post office, guys.
All right, Jimmy.
Good to see you, bud. Thanks for
Yeah,
coming
good
on and
hanging out.
talking ice fishing with us.
I don't know how to leave this studio.
Once you're in, you can't get out. Sorry.
Log out. That's the one, right?
Yeah, or the top left. I think you can get out that way. Top left arrow.
All right, guys. Thanks for letting me hang out.
Later,
All right.
Jimmy.
See you later, bud.
Hey, don't forget to watch those guys' Reseller Leftovers podcast for the rest of the story.
Yo, it was cold this morning.
Yeah.
I think it was like 16 degrees here this morning.
Hey, have you already shipped your Friday night auction?
No.
Me neither. That's what I'm working on.
Yeah, I'm working. I've got most of it packed, so I just need to ship it.
Yeah, I'm down to my last.
These are my eBay orders right here.
Yeah, Cat. I use them to cut the broken hat straps off.
Oh yeah. Those work really well with those.
And tags and loose threads. Like, it's good. Nice little.
I usually keep those by me when I'm taking pictures.
Oh yeah.
Because you never know, like
loose pieces and stuff.
like on boots, sometimes there's like a little bit loose thread coming out of the corner. You just kind of snip that off, you know.
Yeah, they're good for that.
I mean, I know some people don't care about that, but you know.
And you never notice it until you're taking pictures, and you're like, "Oh, I can't. I got it."
Or you notice that big stain on it right in the.
Oh my god! So that happens sometimes with cards too. So like the other day, I found a card at the card show, and like it was a nice card, and I got it for cheap. And I was getting ready to. I was photographing it, and when I was photographing it, the light hit it a certain way, and I noticed that there was a dent in the card. So I had to like cut the price down by like 60%. And you want to know what's crazy? It sold in like one day. Probably to somebody who's going to probably try and take it out.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
they'll put it in because you can. And some people they'll put them in like humidors to try and fix the
True.
dents in cards.
Ooh, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom.
That's a good tip, Kat. Kat says if you're using those things, every now and then step a piece of aluminum foil. It'll keep them sharp. Nice. Yeah. LaDonna says she realized that when she looked at her thrift store receipt, they were doing 50% off, meaning she basically got free items. But unfortunately, she realized it the day after the 50% off, or otherwise she'd have bought more expensive items.
Oh man.
Whoa.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun, actually.
Planes to profits.
It's a little far for me.
Isn't that like Nebraska?
Yeah.
Walter?
Yeah, Walter, I do like that. We have a team here in DC.
Yeah, they were pushing that. They're in the Super Bowl pretty good, huh? I saw a couple commercials for that there in the Super Bowl.
We're back. I found this cool, funky Jordache jacket last week. Might be running this on Thursday.
On Threads.
Yep.
guys. I meant to be tape.
And I got this cool guest jacket. Who needs that? Someone in my show a couple weeks ago was asking for 4XL. I got you right here with this jacket. 4XL right here. That 4XL guess hip hop early Y2K coming at you. Look how big the shoulders are on this jump.
That's a Fat Joe jacket. I mean,
Right?
not Fat Joe, Big Pun. He used to
Big
rock
Pun,
those
yeah.
big jackets.
All right, so we got that. What's next? Priority mail. Yeah, we can do that. I just like to upgrade some of my, if someone spends some money, I'll be like, you know what? I'll bump you up to priority mail if it's close. Now, if it's like West Coast stuff and it goes from like $12 to like $19, nah. But if it's like East Coast, and it goes from like $7.30 to $7.70, you get that bump up. Rating about jackets, right? Oh. All right, let's see. All right, let's get this. Here's a question for. Does anybody have? This might be a very specific question, but does anybody have an item that you have multi-quantity of that sells, but every time one sells, you're like, ah, crap, I gotta pack that up.
I
doubt
do not, but I
That one
have
item like
before.
that. It's not hard to pack up, but it's just like it's more than just putting it into a bag or a box type thing. It's like, I've
The
got
only
these
time I worry about the multi quantity, like and selling something, most of mine are small at this point. But then I'm thinking to myself, like, do I still have one of those? Or
right.
how many? Have messed up before and counted wrong, and then I have somebody buy a multi quantity, and they buy a multi quantity of the multi quantity, and I've been out there and been like, oh crap, like there's, I'm one shy here. I've had that happen before.
See, I've got these Cubs posters that I had like a bunch of, and it's like, hold on, let me think about something. Did I ship it? Let me see something. See, the problem is,
Walter.
I could do that. Yeah, you know what? I got an idea. We're just gonna do this and just go.
Hey,
And then
that's my method. That's what I do a lot of times with that kind of stuff.
tape up the sides. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yep.
Yeah, like that.
I just put extra tape on the crease.
Yeah, that's what I'm
And
gonna do.
then sometimes I put paper behind so I don't tape on the item. You know what I'm saying? Like where your creases are.
Oh yeah, that might be a good idea. All right, cool. I'll do that then. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Walter. Walter's messing with you, Cernoch, about that jacket.
I know. Do I even have that jacket, Walter? I seriously don't even know if I have that jacket anymore. Oh no, let me see. Walter, I still got it. I found it. Walter, message me. Where can Walter message me?
Email.
Yeah.
Walter. Here, I'll just post it in the.
I'll give you his number. I've got his number.
Okay, cool. Yeah. And then I'll text you, Walter. We'll work it out. We'll work that out. How about that? How about that? Yeah, this will be way easier this way.
I got you.
Gotcha. There you go, Walter. That's it. All right. Damn. I know. I still have it though for you. Six, right? I don't know if I'll be putting that one on. That's a lot of leather. It's a lot of leather, right there. Lots of leather.
I gotta find a bigger box.
All right. Oh, here I'm gonna show off of Thursday also. Thursday. If you like wolf shirts, I've got 5 wolf shirts. I'm gonna start out. Look at these.
What sizes are there?
I think they're all XL. I think they're all XL.
You're running them individually or as a lot?
I'm gonna sell them individually.
Yeah, I might have to get on one of those.
Yeah, let's see. Extra large, extra large, and all right. So there's 2 large, 2 extra larges, and a 2XL. Yeah, they're the mountain. Now these are the screen. These aren't the older ones. These are the screen printed tag ones, but they're still cool. I mean, look. Come on. So that's something I'll be bringing Thursday. Tonight, I'm going to be working on getting those listings done. I'm gonna try to. What I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to get the listings done for Thursday, and then I think, and then we're gonna do a show on Friday. But I might not do. We might switch it up from doing clothing to doing like just reseller wholesale lots. You know what I'm saying? Like kind of more like Eric style. Like, hey, here's a box of remotes. Here's some comics. Here's here's some stuff. What do you think about that, Eric?
Something from everybody. Something for everybody.
Something for everybody, yeah. So
That's the Picker Palooza
Pickleball
extravaganza.
You can sign up with an Android, but you have to use the browser. And I don't know if you can live sell yet.
Do, 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 do.
Every Tuesday after a holiday, we should title the show "Shipping or Loafing."
Right?
Yeah. I ship, you ship, we all ship.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, I got some lady. You know what? I might do a little lot on threads. I do have some ladies Harley gear. So I have like 4 pieces. I mean they're light. I mean 2 of them are um like halter top type things. Or like, tank tops. So I'll probably do that. Oh, cool. All right, Walter. I sent you. You want the jacket? I'm gonna give you a deal. I'm gonna give you a deal.
I'll see if I can get you some more direct guidance with that, Steve, today. If I can get on if I can make the conference call with District today.
Like Molly said, "Hey Tim, you want to pack a Pontiac Firebird T-top hatch driver side windshield for me?
I think
It
I
is glass, your specialty."
I don't even
Jeez.
want to know what kind of shipping supplies you guys have to have for something like that.
I'm sure some type of crate, I would think. Kat's ahead of the game. She said she forced herself last night to pack everything up.
Oh,
Didn't want to be so glad.
I
Not
was
yet,
going
but glad I
to, but
did.
my day yesterday was so crazy.
Dude,
Like
when I
there,
first started out, man, I literally would pack something every time it sold.
right?
well, I'm trying to do that now. Now that I have like the shed, it makes it a lot easier, you know. But like yesterday, I was live from 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. doing selling cards.
Hmm.
Then I then I went live on Dibdit Cards for live Q&A, and then I took Josie's dad to the airport. Then I came home and recorded No Bangers podcast. As soon as that was over, I was live selling for an hour on Midwest Box Breaks. By the time that was over, I was cooked.
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 There you go, Walter. All right. Cool.
Mini Spirit. Oh, mini split.
That's what he asked.
I have it somewhere. I don't know where I put it, but remind me and I'll have it for you next Tuesday.
I found I have to do stuff Monday night because you guys hit me at 6 a.m. and Paul at 4:30 a.m. Yo.
I don't know where I put that paperwork.
Jeez. Here you go, Tim. That's that. That's that windshield on those big totes.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Flipping for the Steelers asking, how big is the building?
The
How big is
shed,
the shed? Yeah.
12 by 18.
Yeah. I don't know if it's 12 by 18 or 10 by 18. West Coast life, right? Oh, wow. All right, Poshmark. I didn't realize I had made a couple sales on Poshmark. All right.
Hush.
Oh, you missed it, sir. I sold some floor chimes.
Oh, nice. Were they V cleats?
No,
Oh,
but I got $84 for them.
that's pretty good. Heck yeah. Right. Got the dangling. Closed my eBay store months ago. Wait, what? Back alley? Closed my eBay store a couple months ago. Now I think I'm ready to pull inventory down. Stuff I already pulled that was on eBay for a couple years has been selling in our booth. Hey, that's awesome. Which one are you in Hagerstown? You're in Hagerstown, right? Hagerstown, Maryland.
Is that the?
Right?
I think he's
Is it
at Beaver
is it
Creek.
Beaver Creek? Beaver Creek
I think
Antiques?
he has one at Beaver Creek and then one next to it also.
Do you have? I go in there every once in a while. That's what I was asking.
Beaver Creek and Emmitsburg.
Okay, Beaver Creek and then Emmitsburg. Okay, gotcha. Cool. Which one's doing better? Do you think? You know, Beaver Creek is a little harder to get into. 'Cause I know if I had a booth at Beaver Creek, it would be a lot easier than where the prior booth was in Hancock. But when I had first gone and asked, they were like, "Yeah, we're not going to have anything open for like 6 months to a year." That's what they told me. But that was a couple years ago. All right. In you go. Oh, I do have some other news. May 10th. No, March 10th. I think May 10th something else, but March 10th coming up soon. The family and I will be traveling to Charleston, West Virginia. It's about a 5.5, 6 hour drive.
Is it really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Charleston, not Charlestown.
Not Charlestown, Charleston, the state capital.
Okay.
All the way on the other side of the state. Because here's the thing: you got the West Virginia, but then that little panhandle extends another the panhandle extends another 100 miles out. A lot of people don't realize that. And he will be competing in the 4th grade science fair state in the physics and astronomy category.
I'm so stoked for him.
Yeah.
So wait, after state, is there like a regional and a national?
No. It's state and that's it.
So how many competitors is it?
At regionals, there were only 3 other competitors. So, but there's like the thing about it is, it has to kind of base on the category it is in as well.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people didn't do like physics or like mathematics. A lot of people did like earth sciences and other stuff, like planting stuff and like growing crystals and things like that.
Growing crystals. That sounds like somebody has family in West Virginia with experience.
I didn't want to say that, but yeah.
Don't worry, that's what I'm here for, sir.
Oh, Uncle Billy will show you how to grow them crystals in a cat tub.
There's a guy on Instagram. His name's Ginger Billy. I don't know if you were like somebody sent it to me this week. Somebody from church said that this guy. He said, "Yeah, man, out here in this part of the South," he said, "we have all kinds of denominations when it comes to religion." He said, "We got the Baptists, we got the Methodists, we got the Crystal Methodists. They pay their he said, they pay their tithes in catalytic converters."
Oh God!
I was like, dude, that's messed up.
That is.
Yeah. The Crystal Methodist.
That is hilarious.
Oh, and not to take away from my other son. My other son competed last Saturday in the EPAC Wrestling Championship. The EPAC is the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Association. 6 schools from the Eastern Panhandle competed in this. He got second in his weight class.
Nice.
So, kudos to him.
Yeah, man.
Look at Cernoch.
I know, right?
Cernochs, doing a good job.
And then baseball season is we just got Thatcher signed up back for baseball season. But this is spring ball. Wait, yeah, this is spring ball. I don't think I'm going to be coaching this spring. I want to be that. I, I want to be that. Listen, I love my kids. I'll do anything for them. I volunteered as coaching last year because there was nothing else. You know what I'm saying? If I wouldn't have said yes, they might have broken up the team and put them on other teams. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but I kind of want to be that like dad that just like shows up at the games and drops them off for practice, like like that, and then helps them practice like afterwards. Like that was a lot. That was a. It was good, but it was a commitment. It was a commitment. So. There was a few at not let's see at the county. I saw some dinosaur science fair projects. All right, there we go. There's the poster. Again, it took a little time. Like, yeah, this is easier to do, but still, it's like. But I don't have many left. I remember pulling those out of out of these. They had a like abandoned trailer home. It wasn't abandoned, but it was like more used for storage and everything. And they had a stack of like 50 of those Cubs posters, vintage Cubs posters. So I grabbed them all. Yeah, see, cat. Yeah. I mean, and the thing is, it's like then you're dealing with like kids too, not just your kid, but other kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, ooh. I'll tell you what though, the coaching of the soccer. When I coached soccer, because of the same thing, they didn't have coaches. That was hard because not of the kids, but the parents though too. The parents. It's like, hey, you signed up your kid for this league, but you're not bringing them to practice and you're not coming to the games. You know, like what's going on here? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I coached a lot, man, over the years, and that's the stuff that used to drive me bananas.
I mean, there's a few times we had to like literally like not to forfeit. We had because you're supposed to run 8-on-8.
Yeah.
Not to forfeit, we ran like 5-on-5s.
Walter bought the jacket.
Oh, awesome, Walter. Did that go through?
Did on my end.
Sweet.
Yep.
Got it. I gave him that nice. I texted him. I said, I gave you I gave you the RIN discount, the RIN supporter discount.
There you go.
So, now, you know, I sold a weird item on Poshmark. I sold some athletic equipment. Let me go grab it. Yeah. Listen, I sell weird stuff on Poshmark. Look, I sold shoulder pads on Poshmark.
That's funny.
Well, if you think about it, it makes sense because here's the thing: a lot of moms shop on Poshmark. So why wouldn't they shop on Poshmark for their kids' like athletic supplies? Think about it.
It's true.
And awesome. You're welcome, Walter. All right, I know these have fit in this box before, so. Yeah, the size youth extra small. Oops. That was almost close. I forgot to take the price tag off of this one. That would have been not good. But the MSRP on these are $220. I bought them at Gabe's. I bought 2 pairs at Gabe's for $10 a piece.
Jeez.
Did I do good?
Yeah. What'd you sell them for?
I sold it for $100. One of them.
Now, do you have like a calculation that you use for MRSP versus what you're listing it for versus what you bought it, or does it just off of pure market value? Like, because I know sometimes like an MRSP might be like something that's super high, but like it's not really what it sells for. You know, it's kind of like how like when people look at replacements for like glass in China, right? Like I always tell people you can use that as like, you know, research, but like their prices are generally like 50% higher than what you're actually gonna get for it. You know what I'm saying?
On these right here, there was a guy on eBay selling them, and he had like multiple quantities of them. It was like from a warehouse, and he was selling for $100.
Okay.
So I went in there just a little bit cheaper than him. But on Poshmark, I just put it for straight $100.
Yeah.
But I think, hold on, let me see. I think on Poshmark it was actually, I listed it for more. Let me see. Yeah, see, I had them listed at 120 on Poshmark, and they sent me a $100 offer.
Gotcha.
Oh, Walter, dude, I find sports stuff all the time. My next door neighbor, he's a coach for the Berkeley County like football little league, and anytime I find like shoulder like used shoulder pads and stuff that's not like really valuable, I just give it to him. Yeah, sports like youth sports equipment does well on. Think about the moms buying. So using the eBay tape on for the Poshmark package. Why hasn't Poshmark done that yet?
What?
And opened a store just for like supplies that has Poshmark branding on it.
Good question.
Right? Like, I know there's people that like sell that stuff, but they're making it themselves. They're getting it custom printed and they're doing it themselves. Yeah, Walter, they have some stores like that too. Yeah. It was I'll tell you what, soccer was a pretty good, like, not a lot of, like, you got your cleats, you got your ball, that's all you needed. You know what I'm saying? Right? Sound of packing tape is running. All right, that's now I sold a hat I didn't even know about. Let's go to here and let's check out this hat. What did I sell? Volkswagen hat. Okay. Get that. Oh, come on. Man, what you looking for, bro?
I'm packing these toys up.
Oh.
I sold a mixed lot of toys. So I'm jinging them so where I can put it all in one box.
Gotcha.
Little jingle lot. Now where are they? That's gonna be a heavy one there.
Huh. Oh, shin protectors. Yeah, you're right. Shin protectors for soccer. But see, what a lot of parents don't know with like soccer, like, go to Ross. Ross has, you can find good stuff at Ross for cheap.
Yep.
I'm confused. Why am I not seeing this?
Alrighty. Well, I got all my auction stuff packed and half
Oh,
my.
heck yeah.
Oh gosh, that was a big box. You packed all your auction stuff, Cernoch, from Friday?
Yeah, yeah.
I ended up being 116.
Nice.
after all the stuff.
I've got a hat that it's not showing anywhere.
I just finished all my auction stuff. All my cards are done now between eBay and auctions.
I've got
Nice.
2 more to pack, but I got to get them from the shed.
Now I'm on to all the random stuff. So I got the necklace. I got the pink glass dish, the fishing lure, the golf club, the Mexican naval pen, this floor chimes, and then I just sold a point and shoot camera.
I got to find a pair of Dickies. I think they're in the shed, and I gotta go get a part. That's in the shed. Lawnmower part.
Oh man, I'll have nightmares about that for the rest of my life.
Yeah, I'm down to like 2 boxes, 2 like banker boxes, kind of. So, on the lawnmower front. I mean, like now the stuff I'm selling, it's not like it's super high dollar. Like this sold for $7 plus shipping. So, no, I'm sorry, $14 plus shipping.
There you go.
There you go. Dude, we're way off in overtime today, huh? I didn't even notice what time it was.
That's what happened.
Walter, I'll send you a text. That is tomorrow on through district, but on Dibdit Sports. Let me put that in the. I'll put the link to that. Tonight I will be live at 6 p.m. with Ots Antiques.
Nice.
Tomorrow I will. That'll be on here on One Stop Shop. Tomorrow, Wednesday, I go at 4 p.m. We start a raid train at 2:30 with golf clubs. I'm live at 4 p.m. with golf clubs on Dibdit Sports Supply, and then Friday night, me and Cernoch will be live at 7 p.m. on Commons. So
That's right.
That's my rundown for the week. What do you guys got going on?
I got Thursday and Friday. Thursday did the Threads show with Keith, Vintage Sports Flips. I think that's at 2 p.m. We're doing raid trains all day, and then on Friday we're gonna do our Commons show.
Nice.
We should really like the beginning of the week. We should put together like a flyer where we're all gonna be at during the week.
That's a good idea.
And then start trying to ramp up social media again. So for me tonight, I have an appearance on the Card Culture District. Doing a podcast interview on Card Culture. That's at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Wednesday, I think I'm going to be on with Carrie on Dibdit Cards at nighttime for like a half hour. And then that's pretty much it for me. We have a new episode of No Bangers Sports Card Podcast, which comes out tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. But that's it for me scheduled-wise because I kind of rolling the dice here every single day. I just walked inside and I heard exactly, Kat. I heard Josie talking to my brother-in-law's fiance, and they were talking about Josie's like I was having these cramps, and I'm like, because every minute Josie thinks the baby's coming, right? And then she's talking to my brother-in-law's fiance, and she's like, "Well, are you still having them? Or are they getting worse?" And just like, "No, they stopped." And she's like, "Damn." And Josie starts laughing. She's like, because they're like waiting for this baby to come, and then Josie's like, it's probably gonna be Friday or Saturday, and I'm like, I told Josie, I said, I don't know if I should, because I have an event on Saturday in Hagerstown, and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna go. Like, it's kind of far. It's like an hour and a half drive. I don't want to be out there. And then she's like, no, just ask my mom to stay with me. And like, I have this feeling like if I go, the baby's gonna come, and then I'm gonna like I'm rushing back from Hagerstown. So
Yeah.
we'll see what I decide to do.
Amateur
But
Reseller said that they just got their package from you. That's right.
Awesome.
the due date is the 28th.
Yeah. Brad, get up with me. We'll get together a time. I mean, we're running tonight on there, but we're starting at 6. We'll probably run for like an hour. But if you want to come in, or if you want to get rated to, we can do that. But if not, like, we'll make a plan for next week if you want.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
So.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with us. Your support is always appreciated. So hopefully some people got some listing up and it weren't just packing, but I know I didn't get any listings up, but selling tonight will make up for it a little bit.
Right? Yeah. Exactly.
So
Exactly.
all right. What's up, G?
Bye,
Till
guys.